What the heck is going on, kind of funny best friends? It's your boy, Snowbike Mike, back again on another kind of funny games afternoon stream. It's Thursday, and that means I am with the future class of video games, the hottest in the game, the man telling you what's up in the video game world. My dude, Blessing Adeoye Jr. Now, Blessing, I told you earlier, I'm playing cloud gaming with Xbox with touch controls right now. It's just crazy, Bless. I can't stop doing it.
Playing
I'm on
that
Sea of
Gears,
Thieves.
right?
Well, now I'm on Sea of Thieves. Now I'm on Sea of Thieves, Bless. It's crazy.
Oh shit, how's that?
It's too many buttons. It's too many buttons, Bless. It's too many buttons. It's too much. But it's dope that I could do this. On a lunch break, if I had 15 to 30 minutes, it would be really cool to be able to do stuff with friends. But we'll see how this Sea of Thieves works out. Gears,
too much.
Good enough. Too much. It was like just right there where it's like, this is not good enough, but good enough. You know what I mean? It's not great. It's not over. It's on the bottom side.
Quick question. What part was too much?
It's
like
not good
controls?
enough. So
what was the problem? Where's the problem for Gears?
It's it's the aiming, Kevin. So the aiming just is too much because you're moving one stick to move, you're moving one stick to aim as well, but then you also have to find a way for your thumb to now shoot as well. So I guess maybe I got to work my claw grip,
But why don't you get one of those controllers that that clips on?
Well, here's the thing, Kevin.
50 Xbox controllers.
Here's the thing, Kevin. I agree. I like the idea of playing with the controller all the time, but what if I was working my day job? I can't be carrying a controller and clip all the time, but I have my phone in my back pocket. That's why they put touch controls on 50 plus games. We'll talk about it on the Kind of Funny Xcast, but it's just a cool little feature they're doing,
Mike, I'm generating a game code real quick for you so you can join my
Oh
game.
my God, are you actually in?
Yeah, I'm in. Are you not in? Are you loading?
No, I'm going to turn mine on right now because when we started, before we started, Bless, on Kind of Funny Games Daily, Paul put out a tweet that said, hey, just so you all know, Outriders servers are down. And I was like, oh man, this is going to be bad. You know what I mean? So,
oh no. Okay.
We're back.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm mid mission right now. See if you can get in. Now, Mike, my question for you is: if somebody just randomly asked you, what's the kid's name in ET? Would you know the answer?
I would have gone with Billy, to be honest with you. I was listening to Kind of Funny Games. I would have gone with like a Billy or a Mark. You know what I mean?
Mark is way off.
Elliot.
Mark is way off.
Now, was that played by Drew Barrymore? Wasn't she in that movie?
Drew Barrymore is the younger sister. Named
So
Billy.
she wasn't Elliot. Oh, her name was Billy.
No, I just made that up. I just made that up.
Oh, okay. You say, oh my God.
I thought that would be a funny thing to say, and frankly, I nailed it. Joey's yelling Elliot.
Nailed it. Now, Bless, let's check in with you. How are you, my guy? How's your week going? Everything all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm having a pretty good week. Got half vaccinated yesterday. Very excited about that. I got the first shot.
Dose.
Yeah, I got
What'd
the
you go
first
with?
dose.
You get the Moderna?
I got the Moderna. Yeah, my arm is sore. My arm is sore right now. I heard people talk about how your arm's gonna be sore the next day. I didn't realize how sore it was gonna be. Like my arm hurts. And needles, when I was doing it,
needles.
Yeah. Well, my thing is I was a little bit afraid of the needle. I haven't gotten a shot in such a long time.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah, and so the idea of getting a needle put in me, I was like, oh God, that seems scary. Sure. But it felt like a mosquito bite. I barely felt it when they were putting it in. But now I really feel it. Now my arm is like, God damn. But yeah, I did that yesterday. Was really productive working on the next episode of The Blessing Show. And the next episode, I think, is our dopest episode yet. It's the season finale. And so we're going out on a bang. And let me tell you, I already talked about it a little bit on PSW. I'm pretty sure. But the topic is going to be dreams. And the way we get into it, I think, is really good. I got to talk to some dreams creators. Understand where they're at in terms of where Dreams is at, and I think it's a really cool video that's coming together, and so that's gonna come out about a week from now.
Okay, great. The season finale, hard to believe, Bless. You've absolutely killed it with the Blessing Show. Of course, the last show. Where can everybody go catch it? What is it all about? Because I believe your last show dropped, but I think we couldn't promote it enough. We didn't get to yell about it enough. So what's the last show, Bless, so everybody knows out there?
Yeah, the last episode of The Blessing Show, the previous episode of The Blessing Show went up last Thursday, and it's about Elden Ring hype and why I'm excited for Elden Ring, especially after playing Bloodborne and Sekiro. We basically go from game to game. I had on Timur Hussein from GameSpot and Imran Khan that everybody knows from Fanbyte, and basically I asked them about their thoughts on From Software and Dark Souls and Demon Souls, and then I got into like why I love Sekiro, why I love Bloodborne, and why that has all led to hype for Elden Ring. It's a very good video that I think people can find right now, youtube.com/kindafunnygames. We have a playlist that is The Blessing Show if you scroll through on the games channel, or if you just type in The Blessing Show on YouTube, you'll find it. But yeah, everybody should go check out that episode if you haven't yet. It's a very wonderful episode. Now, Mike, you beat Outriders, right? You and Greg?
Yeah, not to flex on anybody, but me and Greg Miller did beat Outriders, who was part of the spring/summer games mess brought to you by Jeff Grubb. Really talked about, reported on everywhere, Kevin. It was a big deal. It was a big deal.
Damn, how's it feel?
It feels good. You know what I mean? I'm probably a little under-leveled for beating the game. I was level 27. Me and Greg were playing on World Tier 8, and I was absolutely getting dominated. And I was like, please, Greg, like, just kick it down a couple of world tiers. And he was like, no, Mike, I need the loot. And that eventually happened to where he was like, no, I have to kick it down a level because we got destroyed. Blessing.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, absolutely dominated. So positive thing is I'm joining your game now. I can't wait to play. And you said to me, Mike, because last night you put out a tweet, Bless, that absolutely killed me. I loved it so much. But I think, Greg Miller's a little jealous, and now he has to come play games with us. You know what I mean? It's like,
of course,
he's afraid that you're gonna leave him here.
There's a very good chance that Bless leaves him for sure.
I mean, what
strong
was
chance.
Jeff Grubb said today? As of today, they're talking with the lawyers. So Bless, like that deal could be signed, sealed, delivered, and you could be over here with me and Paris and Gary. We could be talking, hanging out.
The more I've thought about it, and the more I've listened to people talk about it, and like process it and theorize about it, the more I am convinced that it is a real possibility that Hideo Kojima is going to make a game for Xbox. And if that is the case, I will show up in the Xbox game or on the Kind of Funny Xcast. I will 1000% show up with my Xbox gear on, my Xbox controller in hand, because I got my new Outriders Xbox controller, which I had in that photo, and I love it.
It looks great. So I believe those were designed by one of my friends, Xbox Pope. Now goes by Pope Arts. I might be wrong on that, but I believe he did that. He did the whole set in different colors, which was really cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
You're rocking the T-shirt as well. Bless. I love the T-shirt look right now because you got the logos down the sleeve, right? It's looking clean as can be, homie. Oh, yeah.
I got the logos on the sleeve. Got the Outriders logo on my chest. Promise I'm not sponsored. This is not an ad. I just really appreciate free stuff. And so I was like, yo, I'm rocking this shirt because we're playing Outriders.
I'm rocking it. How was the hot sauce?
I was going to say, did you get the hot sauce?
So I didn't get any of that. No, I actually did not get any of that. I just saw Danny Pena's Twitter video because he puts up great videos of whenever he gets the gear, like of having some fun. And I saw him put it up. And so I know all about it. Tell me about it. Did you try it? What did you think?
So I did try the hot sauce. I put up the video. I don't know if you've seen the video yet on my Twitter. Kevin, if you want to, you can bring up the video that I posted. But yeah, I tried out the hot sauce. I ordered some plain Wingstop wings that dip in the hot sauce, and it's 2 minutes. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds of me basically trying to like handle eating this hot sauce, because basically they call it the Pyromancer Thermal Bomb hot sauce. I think that's what it's called. And I want to say it was around like 120,000 Scoville, which like I don't really have a good.
That's not high, because 100,000 is jalapeno, I believe.
Because I don't have a good barometer for what Scoville units like are higher or not. But I'm not like I ate a lot of hot food growing up, but I kind of grew out of that after I stopped living at home. My parents stopped cooking for me. I stopped eating hot food because that's all they would fucking give me as a kid, and so I was tired of it. And so I've not like had a lot of hot food in a while. And so coming back to it, I was like, all right, let me try this hot sauce, see what it's about. And I wasn't struggling as much as Danny Pena was struggling. Danny Pena was fucking going through it. His face immediately turned red seconds after biting into it. Like he was coughing, like he wasn't able to handle it that well. And I was struggling. I was for sure struggling if you watch the video.
Kevin has the video up right now. The video's up, yeah.
Yeah, like it was not a flawless victory, but I think I handled it better than Danny Pena did.
No, I'm totally wrong. 100,000 a lot. Jalapeno is like 2,500 to 8,000.
Oh, okay. It was hot. It was very hot.
Oh yeah, it's an habanero is 150,000 to 575,000. So it was close to an habanero. An habanero. In
Habanero?
heat. Yeah.
The thing I wasn't expecting was
Oh,
the
yeah,
slow
you look
burn.
Uncomfortable. You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, it was. I was going through because like I bit into it, I chewed on it for a few, and then I swallowed it. And I mentioned this in the video. It was at the swallow where I finally felt it, where I was like, oh, okay, this thing does have a kick to it. And over the course of the video, I couldn't really articulate this well because I was going through it, but it was getting hotter and hotter as the video went on. Like my tongue was burning more and more.
You could see it in your eyes. Yeah, like you're trying to fight it, and then it like comes back. Is it burning your fingers? Is it burning your fingers?
It wasn't burning my fingers. And see, I didn't touch it on purpose in case I needed to wipe my eyes. I was very careful with it.
Smart move, Bless. That's right. Yeah, you got to be all about that.
Right.
You've seen enough hot ones to know that you got to be smarter than that. Is right. Oh yeah.
Yep. I had milk on my side. I had milk. I had water. I had a bunch of ranch on my side. You should check out Kevin if you can. Pull up Danny Pena's video.
Sure.
Because his was instant. Like mine was a slow burn. His was very much. He took the bite. 5 seconds passed, and then like it was a switch. Where he was
you
like,
could see it in his face. He's like, "Oh no, I messed up." Is right, man. I'll tell you what, Bless. Like, I like watching the episodes of Hot Ones where the guys come in and they're like, "I'm gonna eat with a knife and fork," or like, "I'm gonna have the boneless wings," and they look at him and he's like, "I've seen this show before. I know better than that," you know? Because they've seen some episodes, people wiping their face with it, and you're like, "Oh, this is gonna be bad, y'all. This is gonna be a bad time for you."
1000%. Fun fact: dude from Hot Ones, the host, went to the
Sean
same.
Evans.
Sean Evans went to the same university as me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Bless.
he was University
Heck
of
yeah.
Illinois. Not the same time, but like went to the same school, which I always thought was a pretty cool thing. Him and what's his name? Bearded guy from Parks and Rec that everybody loves.
Ron Swanson, aka Nick Offerman.
Yes, Nick
Got
Offerman
it.
also went to the same
Nice.
school. Also went to the same university. It's our claim to fame.
It's our claim to. I love it. I love that. Now, how you feeling about this game right now, Bless? I mean, we had a really good discussion during the Kind of Funny Games cast. It's been a couple of days. Are you still like thinking about it and wanting to play it every single day? Where are you at now?
I'm not as addicted to it. I've not been as addicted to it over the last couple of days, but I don't think that's because like I've fallen off of it or anything. I think it's more so because like the story and the world just don't pull me in, and so like I'll have times where I'm like I kind of want to play Outriders, but then if I don't have anybody to play it with, I won't feel as motivated.
This man's in pain.
Oh yeah, Danny.
Yeah, no,
felt
Danny's
it.
going through it.
I'm gonna take this away. This is...
I'm gonna take this away, Kevin says.
But yeah, if like if I don't have people to play this game with, then I won't play it just because I got nothing motivating me aside from leveling up and then hanging out with people, and so those have been my main drivers with this game.
Okay.
What about you? Have you been going back to it since you've beaten it?
No, I've completely fallen off. So me and Greg beat it the night before Gamescast, which was Tuesday. So it's only been 2 days technically, but like, you know, we've had a busy week. We had the Kind of Funny game or Kind of Funny watch along with me and Nick last night. So that ate up a whole night of mine, prepping for work stuff. So yeah, I'd probably say I'm into it, but like Washburn asked me a couple nights ago, it's like, hey, when are we going to beat Outriders? And there was nothing inside me, Bless, that was like, yo, let's do it right now. Or let's do it tomorrow. It's like, we'll get to it, homie. You know what I mean? Like, I just wasn't I wasn't feeling it right off the bat.
Yeah, I feel that.
Sure,
I definitely feel that. It's all Abe Froman in chat says Blessing barely had any on his. I edited it down so it could be under the 2 minutes and 20 seconds. But like I dipped it. Like I dipped the chicken in the sauce. Like I didn't like pour it on. And so you didn't really see the tip in there that I dipped in the video because it's only like in half a frame. But
you don't got anything to prove or anything. Like
You don't
no
gotta
man, I
prove
gotta prove people because here's the thing. I went through all that suffering. People are gonna know. I'm gonna let people know that I did the thing.
People are gonna know that Blessing badass is what they're gonna say about him.
That's
That
what
guy's
I'm
a
saying.
bad man.
Bless.
What up?
No. Sorry, I meant Mike. How was the movie yesterday?
Yes.
How was Bloodsport?
Oh, thank you so much for asking, Kevin. So Bloodsport was good. It wasn't Point Break, Kevin, and I think we've ruined 80s action movie nights because now we've watched Point Break, and now I compare everything to Point Break, Kevin. Like those
That's
two
good.
dudes
I like
in
that, though.
Bloodsport try to have a bromance, and it just didn't hit as hard as Keanu and Swayze, right? Like it just didn't hit, right? They were trying to be homies. It's just like you're not homies. You know what I mean? You're just not the same homies. But I will say it was a ton of fun because we had two awesome guests. We had Matt Rohrback and Eric Marchin from the Untitled Movie Podcast. They're so into movies. They're so smart. They're so fun to be around. They're so knowledgeable. So those two alongside Nick breaking down the muscles from Brussels, Jean-Claude Van Damme. No, it wasn't Jean-Claude. What was this guy's name, Kevin?
No, yeah, I think it's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme? Them breaking him down and talking about him and the different characters was really, really cool to be a part of. It's a slow build, right? We're doing some splits. We're doing some flashbacks. And then we're at the Kumite. And people are karate chopping. They're kicking. They're killing each other. Blessing, let me tell you what. This man murdered a man in the ring, and the ref looked up at him like, what did you just do? And he looked back at him and was like, I'll murder more people. And that set
awesome.
the tone, Bless him. Like, we're murdering people inside of this one. So Bloodsport was a good time. Not as good as... so right now, Kevin, let's bring up the big rankings. The Snowbike Mike, Nick Scarpino, 80s action movie watch-along rankings.
You make so much
we got four. We got four. You ready for this?
But next week we're going to have 5. You know?
At number 4, The Running Man. At number 3, Bloodsport. At number 2, Demolition Man. At number 1, Point Break. Point Break reigns supreme in our movie watch-along right now.
Wow.
Yep. That's how I feel right now. So thank you to all the best friends for joining us and supporting us here on the Kind of Funny Games afternoon streams. Because of your support, we're able to go out there and get a night from Nick Scarpino and hang out and watch a movie with all of you. It was a ton of fun. We bring on guests to the virtual couch. We watch a movie together, and we just have fun eating some popcorn, drinking some Diet Coke. So thanks for hanging with us. And I heard in the background, is that my guy Barrett Courtney? What up, Barrett?
Why are we watching Summer Wars, bro? Let's fucking go,
bro. That is on the monthly goals. That is a bonus goal right there.
All right,
and of course, we have a lot of fun stuff like Barrett.
Wait,
you
what is Summer Wars?
Destroyed.
Summer Wars is a movie directed by the same director from Digimon the movie, and it's like pretty much just like a kind of the same story, but with like a way bigger budget. It's supposed to be like a really cool anime movie that people have been telling me to watch for years, and I haven't, and I want to finally do it with my boy Mike.
We're gonna do it, baby. I can't wait. We're gonna have some fun, Kevin.
One more question.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah.
Does Jean-Claude Van Damme get blinded in
he gets
Bloodsport?
blinded in the finale, bro. In the end,
Jesus
this man
Christ.
throws some salt in his eyes. He's fully blind, fighting this man to the death, bro. It was crazy, man. It was crazy, dude. It was really good. It was really cool. And Kevin, he can do the splits, man. This guy does the splits. And he's just like out there. He's centering his chi. He's getting his feng shui on. It's pretty badass. Not gonna lie to you.
All right, Mike, I'm in here. Sorry, I gotta walk Lulu in a couple of minutes, so I'm here for the anime talk really quick for My Hero Academia, season 5, episode 2. Did you watch it yet?
Season 5, episode 2, banger.
Yeah,
Barrett, banger. I mean, let's first start off, Barrett, because you're gonna break down the plot and get me back up on that. It is so good that I'm watching it subtitled, Barrett, and you know how I get. I'm like Blessing, right? I just want the dub. I want you just to give it to me so I don't have to worry about it. It is so good that I'm doing the game where I'm doing subtitles while trying to look up and down to read what's happening. It was a good one, Barrett. Another good one, bro.
Yeah, with the end of episode 1 where they tease like how Hawks might be working with the League of Villains, and how they follow that up so quickly. I thought that was going to be a slow burn of like what he's really up to, but to get his side of the story and kind of understand his motivation as a hero and like why he's kind of going undercover. It was really, really cool to like really learn about Hawk's motivation, because as far with the show, at least, and like when he was introduced in the movie, the second movie, like we knew Hawks, but we didn't really like know him as a character, as a person. So it was really cool to see some of that. And then what was some of the other stuff that happened? That whole like meeting with Endeavor and his family. With the daughter trying to get them.
The older brother too. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great moment. I love Shoto, so like seeing more development with him and his family and his dad, who is trying to, at the same time, while being the #1 hero, also trying to be a better person and like at least attempt to be a better father. It's just, God, I love it. I love it so much.
It is so cool. Like you said, right? Hawks came in to the series and you're like, who is this badass, cool, swaggy character, right? Because like he just came in off those movies, Barrett. If I'm mistaken, I think that's where we first met him, like you said.
Yeah,
From
he
what
was.
I first remember.
At least with the anime, like he was first introduced in that second movie, and then he then popped up on like one of the last episodes of season 4. So yeah, I feel like this was the first episode where we really got all of this building with him, and then the end of the episode, kind of expanding on that teaser from the end of season 4 with Deku and One for All.
Oh my God, Deku out here having visions, bro. The dude's having visions. This kid.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to see where that all goes. Like kind of getting the confirmation that, or at least from Deku's perspective, because I don't think he knew this. I feel like we as the audience knew this, but I don't know if he knew this, of like how the creator or like the original holder of One for All was the little brother of All for One and all that stuff. And like him finally learning about like all of this history for this power was really cool. And it seems like he's getting like some sort of new power, which I'm excited to see where they go with for the rest of the season. So.
Great job, Barrett. Thanks for reminding me, and thanks for coming back and bringing the energy. Because it was
baby.
a very fun, calm episode. But another one where it's like, that teaser was like, "Yo, is Hawks betraying us?" Right? And then we saw at first you were like, "Oh, maybe he is betraying us." And then we saw the backstory of like, "Psych, he's undercover, y'all. He's doing his thing. He's got to do it. He's got to do this to help the world." Right? Because they were like, "Yo, it's getting out of hand, and we need somebody to like put a stop to this."
Yeah,
and so he's
we
doing that,
need a man on the inside. Which is cool, because like they've been teasing for seasons of like how the League of Villains probably have someone on the inside of the school, right? Of like how they've been able to get this information of like where they're going to camp and like where their training sessions are and all this stuff. So it's cool that they're trying to hit back at least to see what the League of Villains is up to. That being said, my last takeaway before I head out is, this is my second season watching week to week, episode to episode, and I will say I think My Hero Academia is a very frustrating show to not binge, I will say.
Oh, I want to binge it, bro. I want to binge it, dude. No doubt.
And I definitely will go back to it once the dub is all out. Like, I'll definitely binge through it. Hopefully when the dub is out soon.
Go take that walk. Enjoy the sun. We'll see you soon, Barrett. You're the best, homie.
Yeah, buddy.
Welcome in to Trending Gamer, the one, the only, my dude, Greg Miller. What up, Outrider?
We outriding, boys?
We outriding!
Were you gonna?
Kevin, when we're out.
Go ahead.
When we're out of this, I will share my camera and I can click my camera on for you right now, and I can share my gameplay when we're out of this. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's how. Yeah, so you can like shoot those balls and they explode.
Bam.
It's one of my powers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I've not seen that yet.
That's a gun power, though, right, Greg? That's a gun power.
Does it come with my legendary? I forget if it came with my legendary or the item I have on.
I felt like Washi was doing that too, so I feel like I don't know if that's like your guy. I think that's
You're right.
that's
Killing
a gun
shots.
power.
It's singularity. Killing shots create an anomaly singularity. When destroyed, the singularity explodes, dealing 27,512 damage to enemies within a 6.5 meter radius.
Oh, for reals?
For reals, yo.
That's awesome.
For reals, for reals. While we get everybody set back up, let's get a quick rundown because we jumped into it. What up, everybody? It's your guy, Snowbike Mike, alongside Team Kinda Funny for another Kinda Funny Games afternoon stream. It's Thursday. We're almost to the end of the week. It's time to engage with you, the best friend community out there. It's time to play some games together. Today, we are out riding with Greg Miller and Blessing Adeoye Jr. alongside myself and Kevin Coelho. Remember that you can fill up our daily achievement bar to have us stream for an extra hour and put one more monthly total towards our monthly goals of April. We have some really fun ones coming up, and we also have some really fun ones throughout the month that we will be doing, like next week, Thursday, Resident Evil 7 begins the playthrough throughout at least the mansion of Blessing and Andy Cortez will begin next Thursday. You don't want to miss out on that. We had an awesome movie night last night with Matt Rohrback and Eric Marchin for Bloodsport. And this Monday, we got something fun planned. This Monday, we got a little something fun planned that I think you're all going to enjoy, so I hope you hang out with us. But remember, you can support that bar by hitting the follow button, which is totally free. You can subscribe at the tier 1 through 3 level, or if you, your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your uncle, your dog walker, your dentist, or that cute barista at your local Starbucks have Amazon Prime, you can link that with your Twitch account and make a Twitch gaming account. You'll get 1 free subscription each and every 30 days to any broadcaster that you love here on Twitch. So take that money from Amazon and give it to the people you love, because if you don't use it, it's gone. So make sure to take care of that one and use it, along with gifted subs, bit donations, and more. So if you like what we're doing here, if you want to stream for an extra hour, if you want to support and go towards those monthly goals, which of course our big monthly goal for the month of April is the Kind of Funny World Championship. Andy Cortez is up to put his belt on the line, and we're going to bring all the Kind of Funny personalities out, and we're going to see who the best gamer in the office is for the Kind of Funny Spring Fling. But we got to get there first, y'all. So let's have some fun. And that is the rundown as Greg Miller is now set up. Blessing, we're out riding with you. And I'm excited, man. Let's beat the story, Bless. Like, Greg Miller, let's get into the story. You know what I mean?
So, like, how far am I? You guys recognize where we're at?
You're so far, Bless.
Okay.
You're so far. I mean, it's not like so far, but like you have a whole nother world area to go, bro.
Okay.
Bless, can you do me a favor? Can you move your name up
room.
to the middle?
Yeah,
of
to
the
the
top-
middle
of
and
the
turn
left?
it red or whatever.
And pink, yeah. Middle. There it is.
Okay, cool.
Mike, you done this room?
Yeah, we've done this. This is where you open the door, clear the path. Oh yeah.
Open some doors up.
Kevin, I just got your thing. Can I move my name to the top of what corner?
Top left.
You got it.
This is like
There it is. Move it over
When
to the
you
right
and
just a
I-
teeny tiny bit. And then it down just a little bit. Just a little bit.
we're getting ready to beat the game, Greg. Me and Washburn were trying to like catch up to you. This is
Yeah.
like real close to where we almost finished. We probably finished maybe 3 or 4 more missions after this. I forget. We're pretty far after this, actually. I take it all back. Blessing is getting
Don't
close,
lie to
though.
me. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to Bless.
I mean, I don't want to tell him about Jakob. You know what I mean?
Oh no, what happened to Jakob?
Even though he's not paying attention to the story
Yeah, even
like
though I
everybody
couldn't-
else,
I-
it doesn't
like,
matter.
I could tell you very little about Jakob.
If we
All I know about
lined you up
Jakob
with
is that
Jakob,
he
would you
gets
know
me
who
to
he
where
is?
I need to go.
All right, game face is on. Come on now.
Like, I talk to Jakob and then I get transported to the next map. And that's what's important. I just got done with what I think was a twist with like some character that like
Oh, yes,
started
yeah.
shooting at us.
Yeah, she's
That was a whole
paralyzed.
Had
boss
to-
fight.
had to
Wasn't a
check
great
them.
boss fight. But
This is a good little fight right here. This is a fun fight.
I'm having the struggle right now where I picked up some shoes that were a way higher level than the ones I have.
Yeah.
But the shoes that I have let me do the teleport, like electrified dodge
Sure,
roll
sure.
that I got. And so I'm like, I don't want to unequip these shoes, but they're not as high level.
I hear you. That's the challenge we all face in Outriders, of getting a piece of gear that, you know, it's got better armor or whatever, but it turns out that you lose a perk you really like.
Yeah.
Then you can start doing it if you want to. You can start, do I want to drag this up? Do I want to level it up, you know? I feel like just when it's a legendary, that's when I do the flip, and I'm like, well, I got to use this. But even
Yeah.
then, it's like, I'm starting to get where my legendary is getting outpaced, and it's like, oh, goodness.
I have Blessing. I got a legendary at like level 17 or 18, and I've put so much materials in that to try to keep it semi-close to my own level. It's ridiculous, man.
Oh my
Mike,
god.
you
Keep
see-
leveling that thing up is nuts.
Did you see the patch notes? We're getting a free legendary.
I heard that on Kind of Funny Games Daily. Did y'all talk about that? I feel like you did.
We did, yeah,
You teased it for sure.
for
You
sure.
know, I think I got thrown off because you ended the show by asking who the heck was in ET, and I don't.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
I guess I've lost everything now.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you pro ET?
I've never even seen ET.
Thank
Greg.
you. See, ET sucks.
I've only
All
been
these
on the
old
ET
timers
ride
thinking it
in
mattered
Disney
because there was a
Worlds.
kid who, like, you know, the parents didn't listen to him, so they like attached to it. It's like, this guy, this alien, he sucks. Don't worry about him.
This alien sucks, he says.
We've had so many cool aliens. We're gonna get hung up now and be like, all right, well, E.T. He was the homie. What? Because he ate Reese's Pieces? We think he care that matters? It don't matter. That's a bad candy too. Hard truths
I was
today,
very
boss.
confused when I showed up. You guys were asking me because I listened to the first half of Kind of Funny Games Daily, and so when you guys were on ET, I was like, first of all, how the fuck did we get here? Second of all, does anybody know the name of the kid from ET? Like, I don't.
Elliot.
All right.
But I only know it from the jokes, spawned off mainly by Nick. Well,
I also didn't know ET was controversial. That was the thing that was new to me. I thought everybody loved ET that watched it.
Sure.
I got you, blessed.
Flight of the Navigator, 17 times the movie of E.T.
I mean, they're different movies. You know what I mean? Like Flight of Navigator.
17
Flight of
times.
Navigator.
Way more about a kid getting kidnapped and his family kind of like dealing with the stress of losing the kid for 5 years, but he hasn't aged.
Slightly Sausage says, my
20
kid is
years.
named Elliot because of that movie. And I'm sorry your kid's named after a shitty movie. You know what I mean? We can't help that.
God.
I'm going to name my kid Joe Dirt. You know what I mean?
You ever watch the sequel?
No, I never did.
Joe
Dirt
Dirt
was such a college movie that not being around the people in college that loved making fun of that movie, it's hard to jump into. Jesus, this guy is he's hounding me, guys. I'm getting hounded here.
Ooh, because it's a dog. Get it?
God, thanks, guys.
Oh, that was really good.
Plus, I like your machine
Thanks, Plus.
gun.
Yeah, I dig it too. I don't use it as often because it's one of my specials, and so I can either use that or a rocket launcher, and I usually go rocket launcher. Oh, Jesus.
Do you have a revive, or do
Yeah,
we
I
need
got
to come
myself.
over there? Okay.
Joey, I see you in chat. Do you think you're gonna be over this game soon? Let me know. I
Oh,
miss playing
Kevin's
Fortnite.
starting to break?
I miss playing
Kevin,
Fortnite.
if
Wait,
you
what?
listen to the Kind of Funny Games cast, you would know if she's gonna be over it soon because she answers that question at the end.
Okay, yeah, but I don't listen to that trash show, so you just
He
tell me.
does not
You just
listen
tell
to
me
that.
when my friend is gonna come back ever to me.
Why don't you be a real friend and come to your friend?
Well, first of all, she hasn't asked me if I was interested. She's got her
I've
own
asked you
group.
17 times.
No, yeah, but you just say that, you know what I mean? Like, then I'll start playing and I'll be behind and you'll have no interest.
That's not true. I'm playing. Look, I mean, look at Merc City's behind right now, and I'm playing with him. You jackass.
Man, this duck.
I have battled that dog. Oh my god.
Yeah, Joey, but
Oh,
I
God,
don't
I just
think
wanna
I
live.
want to play this game. I just want to wait so it's just for you to come back to Fortnite.
I'm down if
Someday Greg will move and he'll play Fortnite with us.
10-4.
Greg, you think after you move and you don't wake up your wife every time you're playing video games, you'll play Fortnite with us?
I mean, no, because I mean, yes. The question, it's a complicated. I'm down to. It's a complicated question because like, when Fortnite has content I want to play, I'll come back to Fortnite. It's not the fact that I gotta be really quiet when I play with or when Jen's asleep and I'm playing.
All right.
All right, let's try to pull him one way, then go back the other way.
Somebody in chat asked, "What is this game about?" I'm interested in it. Kevin, if you had to describe what Outriders is about, how would you describe it?
So a bunch of dum-dums land on a planet that's not hospitable to them, and there's some sort of weird energy that emits that makes them have powers. Then they go to sleep for, I don't know, 30 years. Wake
What
up
the fuck?
later.
So you
and
know
then-
the exact story of this
He
game.
knows the storyline,
Well,
bro.
nailing
Check
it.
that out, dude.
He's
You're
been reading the
spot on.
novelization. He's been reading the novelization.
Honestly, it sounds like you know more than I do about this game, and I've been playing it.
Oh, I was gonna keep going too. All right, good. I'm
No,
glad.
keep going. What else you got?
No, I mean that's where you start losing me because I think at that point they wake up and then like the bad guy's taking over and everyone's bad. I imagine it's things aren't good.
Yeah, Kevin, you know pretty much as much about this game, if not more than I do.
How the hell do we open it?
Are we sure we want to? That thing looks like the gate to the next circle of hell. That gate is
Hey, we did a good job, Outriders. Good job right there, team. Good job.
I was getting real nervous that one.
I am this close to changing my mind about going through that giant fucking gate.
Everybody all set up? All right, good.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah. I was collecting all
You looking
the
at some
that
gear?
was
You
dropped.
looking at gear right now? What you guys looking at? You got some gear?
He's so
I was
much
looking at
gear.
you, man. I was being lame.
I got some gear, bro.
Actually, let me take a look at gear real quick because I picked up so much.
And I
just
just
now.
popped an achievement. Let's go.
Chivo.
Oh, equip your character with only legendary gear. You got it.
Mike,
Easy.
is that hat a choice?
Yeah, it's not my preferred hat, but it's the hat right now. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, I got this really cool, like, black skull looking mask, Kevin, but I got it, like, probably level 20. So it's super underpowered and underleveled. And so I just put it in the stash because I like the look. And when I want to go fashion souls on them, I'll bust out the fashion. But, like, for right now, we're just going, like, hey, what's the highest gear? Let's try to get up there, you know?
So no, you can't use that thing where you're using a helmet but you're pretending to.
No transmog. No
No
transmog.
transmog, bro. Yeah, it
Has anyone
sucks,
talked
it's
to them
right.
about them being a good that being a good idea?
The internet's yelled at them a lot. I haven't seen a response from them in terms of like, we hear you and we know.
The
I think
internet
part
has
of it is
yelled
like
at them
the-
a lot.
The end tier gear, like that, like you know, that gear you're grinding for, has like a very specific look. So I think they want you to look like that when you end it. This is what I've read into it without having an actual like reasoning why.
Transmog is a dumb sounding word. You know?
You like that one? I like that one. I
No,
like it. It goes
I
up
don't
in
like
my.
it.
It,
What's the
Really?
what's
It
the-
goes-
What's the full version of the word? Isn't
Yeah.
it like transmogrification or
Mogulation.
some shit?
That's correct. That is
Transmogulation.
correct.
is that really?
No, we're guessing.
Transmog, yeah, I don't know. I guess.
Transmogrification.
I feel like I can see the word, but
What
yeah,
does that
as I try to
mean?
say it,
Like,
I can't
is that
say
a
it.
word? Did someone make that up? Is that like come from a video game? Zarf is a dumb sounding word. Chat.
It must be like a World of Warcraft thing.
Yeah.
All
So
right,
much
I'm ready
loot
to
in this
roll.
game. Hell yeah.
Okay, time to figure out how to open this thing. I'm waiting for you here. Son of a...
Twitch chat, what's up though? How's everybody's Thursday going? Let me know in the chat if you got some fun questions or topic of conversation you want me to ask Blessing and Greg and Kevin. Kevin, did you see our friend Tam is rocking a brimless hat like you?
Fuck yeah, I saw that. Retweeted that
God, he's
shit
so
right away.
cool.
There are dozens of us. All right.
Is he doing it because of you? That's my question.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. In there, he was like, I definitely want to credit this to Kevin, which I appreciate.
Greg, this is when I saw this part and I was like, I guess we have an alien on the team.
Oh, dude, right? She came out of nowhere.
Guess we have an
I don't know
alien
what
now.
cutscene she
This
started appearing.
this guy in the
What's going
orange with
on?
the feathers on his shoulder is obsessed with her. He's got a whole thing going
What's
for
the
her.
deal? She's an alien from this
She's a
world?
native. She's a native from the planet.
Oh,
Because yeah, I don't know where she just started appearing in cutscenes, and I was just like, I have
You
no
skipped
idea
the
what's
pivotal
going
cutscene.
on. But I feel like there's context missing here that I should have gotten.
like, are they cool with us, or are they mad, or do we
This
fuck
one,
some shit
she
up?
is cool with us. She is cool with us.
But the rest are mad, right?
Yeah, the rest are nice.
Are those things on her face? Is that like a fashion thing, or is she in pain?
I think it's how her body is.
She has just open cuts.
Of the goddamn world.
Yeah, I mean, look at her chest.
Okay.
What happened to a place beyond the storms? Huh?
Oh, me and Snowbike Mike have similar looking characters, I think. We got the same hairstyle.
Shaved head, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Bobby Draper.
Any man has ever gone before.
Somebody says, Mike, I thought Resident Evil 7 was today. No, next Thursday. We moved it. We were going to do it this Thursday, but we had some sponsored streams. So Andy and Bless next Thursday will begin their playthrough. Very exciting stuff.
Fuck.
What to do? What to do,
What to
Frog
do?
Knight? What to do? What to do? I mean, Greg Miller, did they ever tweet about you?
Oh, they tweeted a what to do. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good. I was gonna say,
Here's some
Luna,
what-to-dos.
what's up? What to do? What to
What
do,
to do?
Luna?
Look at the size of that storm.
It's coming fast. We need shelter.
I'll take the lead. Stay on me.
Well, this just gets better and better.
How quickly is it like at what point do you ask an alien how they
What's up with your
reproduce?
chest?
No, just
Oh,
like be like, do you have bits? We've got bits, and they fit another
You got
bits.
them? You laying eggs?
It's like, so how do you make more of you?
Oh, you want to know about their bits? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
Kevin.
Like, how do you
When
like
did
that
you
guy-
visit
that
from
guy with the
Greenland?
feather.
Twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames.
That guy
Yep,
with a
bro.
feather is he trying to like, get at that
See
young
them
lady,
bits?
young
Kinda
alien?
reproduce?
You know?
He says friend, but I think he wants more than friend. And I'll be honest,
Could
as
you-
somebody who's
she
seen the
does
whole
look
story,
like
I
the
don't
Caminos.
get what he's attracted to. I don't,
Okay,
and
see,
I
I
don't
was
mean,
gonna say,
I
could
don't
you
even
see
mean, and I
yourself
don't
in
mean
that
this isn't a
situation?
physical thing. I mean, I don't.
Personality-wise?
She's just
Personality-wise?
exactly. She's got no personality. She
Some
sucks.
people like that.
Do you think
know?
for you to fall, if you're single,
Yeah.
right, for you to fall in love with an alien that, like, say they had some humanly features, but for the most part they don't look like us.
Sure.
Would it be the personality? Would it be that? Would that be
I
like
mean,
the
you
driver
think it would
behind
have
that?
to be right, but I don't know
Yeah.
what this body's gonna look like if that would actually be some kind of sexual thing. Hard to say. I don't like. You know where I jump, don't you, Kevin? When I think of this, I think of
Mass
Invincible,
Effect?
right? And then like for future
Yep, 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 yep,
future
yep. I know what you're
spoilers
talking about.
of one of the
I don't
characters
know if it's
falling in
that
love with an
future. I don't know
alien.
if it's that future.
Well, I'm talking about but if you listen to me, a future of one of the future characters falling in love with an alien. You see where I'm going with this? I'm not
Yeah.
talking about the more
Right,
specific
right,
thing
right,
you're
right,
talking about
right,
right now.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Blow my nose. I feel like it's a tough situation to be in. If you're like, oh, you know what? I'm in love with this alien. It doesn't matter what's going on down there. And it's like, oh, what's going on down there? It's a mouth, and it bites off my stuff, and it makes its own thing.
Greg, or not,
I'm
Kevin.
walking.
If there's a mouth down there, you think that's gonna stop people?
Well, you didn't hear the rest. It bites off, and then
Okay.
it can make something with that on its own.
I'm just saying we can figure something out if there's a mouth down there.
Matt Rohrbeck says he's contemplating rereading Invincible after season 1. I've already started, Matt. I've already started. 6 issues in. Then I fell asleep. We'll see if I get
We get
back to it.
Invincible tonight, don't we?
We do.
Can't wait.
Uh-huh.
Same.
And like,
Mike, you been watching it?
yeah, I've been watching it, man. And we've been having a lot of fun with it. It's been great.
Man. I'm feeling good right now, you know?
Yeah, you're looking good too.
What the fuck is
No.
that?
No, I'm not. That's an insect of some sort.
It'll be kind of interesting,
Dogs.
Blessing, because I told you, right? Usually Thursday nights I do a lot of XCast prep. And so, like, that's what I put on in the background. So now it'll be like, oh, I actually get to enjoy the show and, like, not look at half the screen like I normally do. So that will be
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Does Kevin know about mouth? Yeah, I know about mouth stuff. I'm just saying, like, in my mind, the mouth wasn't like a friendly mouth.
Oh,
It was
Jesus,
like
no.
all teeth, all teeth. Like in my mind,
I mean, to be
what
fair,
I was-
most mouths are all teeth.
here's the thing. Here's the
You
thing.
know?
Here's
Wow,
the thing. Yeah, you're
wow,
not
Bless.
talking about the
Does
Bless,
Kevin know
Bless,
about mouth
Have you
stuff?
ever seen
Oh,
the movie
God.
It? No, The Thing. Have you seen The
See,
Thing?
Kevin, you're just being a speciest. That's your thing.
But I'm
you're trying to
saying, like, Nick.
species shame.
No, Nick. God damn it, Greg.
I'm just
Man,
saying,
I'm off with names today.
life finds a way, Kevin.
You've seen The Thing,
You
right?
know?
You remember the scene where the dude's chest opens up and it's teeth?
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
I know what
imagining.
you're talking about.
That's what I'm imagining.
Maybe it's like the movie teeth though, where like they have control over them. You know what I mean? They can kind of retract them a bit.
Yeah, I feel like in a moment of excitement, people have known to lose control of stuff. You know what I mean?
Music makes me lose control.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like the movie Teeth?
Yeah.
understand.
At what point are you like, huh? Maybe that Thai food had gone bad. Like, how long do you wait?
Are you talking about leftovers?
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like
After a day, it's going in the trash.
Oof, really? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so like a week.
Like you're gonna
or
eat
two
Thai
months.
leftovers? Like, wait, you just said a week?
But I'm saying like let's pretend you've already eaten it and now your stomach's feeling a little weird. At what point
Yeah,
are you
you're
like,
screwed.
oh, something's wrong?
I mean,
right
said-
now.
Huh?
You're gonna it's gonna be very
2
the
days?
poop situation. What is the poop gonna feel like?
I'm
You
sure.
know what I mean?
It's gonna be fine. 2 days tops. Everyone's saying in chat.
Yeah.
You have-
that's me
I
for
don't know.
that's like my barometer for most leftovers, honestly.
Okay, well,
You
Like,
have
after
to
day 2,
imagine
it's
Paula's
gone.
just sitting next to Kevin listening to this too. Like Paula's on a work call. She's doing big time business. This is what she's hearing in the office. This is it.
I'm just saying, you guys have been scared for my me eating old food a lot. And I like how many times this has gone badly? Very few. Very few.
Very few. Very
Yeah.
few.
Fair, that's accurate.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Yeah, they have a nice. They have some cool spots in
Yeah.
this
Yeah, it's
blessing.
very pretty looking.
Some cool environments.
But it can literally kill you. No, come on. Like you like your body's designed to spew out stuff that you've eaten that's gonna kill you.
Spew out the bad
it,
stuff.
it chooses whatever hole is more convenient, but it'll come out. It'll be fine. Matt,
Okay.
Matt's not wrong about the iron stomach.
One thing I was talking about a few days ago while playing this game, I was talking to friends about how I'm just not interested in the story. But a thing that I wish this game did more that could at least have me more invested in the world would be to do a bit of what Division does, like Division 2 specifically, with how you would have missions in museums and shit, and so
Sure.
you'd walk through and be like, oh shit, look at all this scenery, right? And I feel like this is a small example of, oh yeah, this level looks really cool. I wish there was more stuff that was just more dynamic and interesting to look at in this game.
Yeah, I think they do a great job of differentiating the biomes, but it is it's one of those. Do I really want to run off the beaten path and try to find the chest that's probably tucked away in the corner? I don't.
Yeah.
The game gives you so much loot that I get to a point where I'm just like, I don't really. I'm gonna get enough fighting all these things. Do I really need to go off and look for it?
Yeah.
Looks like we may be
Kevin, this food is in the refrigerator though, right? You're not. It's not left out.
Thai food is left out on the countertop for a week.
I only do that with pizza.
need to drink, you stupid bitch.
I can't do that. I know plenty of people that do that with pizza. I could never do that with
for
pizza.
whatever reason, I just don't like refrigerating it. It always takes up because it's a giant box. That's the thing.
I gotta go get something from Nick.
Sounds good.
Cool.
It's a giant box, so what I'll do is I'll just leave it out on my counter, and I'll eat it by the next 2 days tops. 2 days tops.
You're gonna leave it out there for 2 days?
Yeah, and here's the
That
thing.
can't be safe.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Have I done more? Yeah. Have I survived? 100%. I haven't even gotten a little sick from pizza. You know?
I guess. I don't see. I can't do that. For 5 hours, it's on the
5
counter.
hours.
Yeah.
What are you so scared of, Blaz?
I'm
You know,
scared.
like,
I took health class in high school.
One day, all of this could collapse. You think refrigerators are gonna still exist then? Huh? Society's gone. You think you're putting
Yeah,
your
but
food in the fridge?
we've learned so much about preservation and
I'm
how
just telling
bacteria
you, you're gonna have a
bacteria
tough-
doesn't bacteria doesn't work as easily in the fridge than out in the open.
If
right?
the apocalypse happens, those first couple of weeks gonna be real hard for you to adjust. You're gonna be learning
For
a lot
sure.
of new stuff about your stomach. You know what I mean? Build that biome up. Get it strong.
They go, build it up, prep it up.
I know the
Kev, I
apocalypse
like
is gonna
it.
happen sooner than later, but I just hope that I'm gone by then. That's been the thing I've been holding on to. I don't plan to be around by the apocalypse.
So you're saying you're a day one bless? You're like, nah, we're good here. I'm leaving.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, yes. I mean, I'm saying that it's more my children's and my grandchildren's problems. But also, if the apocalypse comes here by the time I'm still on this earth, then yes, day one I'm out.
I'm a day oneer. Okay,
I'm logging
outta here. See ya, y'all.
I'm playing
What
another
did,
game.
what did my guy Jeff Grubb say? Jeff Grubb is the best. What did he say? What did Jeff Grubb say?
He said that food poisoning is afraid of getting Kevin. That made me
Yeah,
laugh.
true
It was
that.
a good, healthy
True
laugh
that.
he gave me there. Plus, bless, I'm taking probiotics. Like, I'm good. I'm good, you know?
Like just cause.
Yeah, just cause.
Okay.
Well, it's because I got food poisoning really bad one time. Like, really, really bad.
If we can't even try.
And I tell you.
Okay.
But, like, it wasn't because I left food out or anything. It was because I went to a restaurant. Fantastic restaurant. I've been to it since. It's really, really good breakfast.
See, I don't know the last time I got food poisoning.
I've only ever had it twice in my life. But one, it was.
I think I
one
might have
time-
had food poisoning once in high school, and that was it.
One time it was from. Oh, what's this place called? Hold on. Red Robin.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like the type of restaurant you get food poisoning at.
Yeah.
I can see it.
The others.
I like Red Robin,
called,
but they're
called
no
Gunter's.
Olive Garden.
A place called Gunter's. And let me tell you what right now, Bless. If you're like, hey, I don't know what to get for breakfast, I'm going to try to get something. If you see Gunter's as an option, get it. Get the chorizo scramble. Ask for the hot sauce on the side. It is really, it's one of these
That
places
sounds great.
where you get breakfast and it's a scrambled egg and it comes with a side of rice and refried beans, a little bit of sour cream, some guac, and you're like, this is like a full-blown meal. This is a full-blown meal that I'm starting my day with. So I'm saying, like, did I go to the ER because, like, I was in so much pain? Yeah. Still worth
You
it.
went to the ER, Kevin?
Yeah.
For food
Yeah, he said-
poisoning?
Guys, it was
How bad was it?
I had 102 fever for
Kevin, that's called death. I'm about to die, Kevin.
for like 12 hours.
Kevin was looking like how on The Walking Dead when people were first getting bit. And they're
Exactly.
like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? What's his problem? He's sweating a lot. Like that was where Kevin was at, and like he was in the hospital bed, just like
Kevin
fucking
started
twitching and
this
shit.
conversation, Blessing, with, how do you know when you might get sick off of food? Oh, I've had food stay out for weeks on end. And then it's like, oh, I almost died off of food poisoning. You think you would have learned a lesson there, Kevin? Never done it again.
I mean, it's the thing. The chorizo scramble is so good that, like, did I have it like 2 months later? I shit did. Guess what? Didn't get food poisoning that time. If I get food
You
poisoning
gotta roll
from
those dice.
Gunter's once every 20 meals, that's something I'm willing to, like, you know, like there we go.
Honestly,
like,
I
that's
get
just a
it
challenge.
because I know there are foods for me that if I ate it and I got food poisoning, that wouldn't deter me from eating that food from that restaurant
Right,
again.
right,
Like
right,
for me, it's the McGriddle. If I ate the McGriddle and I got food poisoning, that's not gonna stop me from going back to McDonald's and eating a McGriddle.
Bless. I gotta talk to someone about this because, like, there's not a lot of people right now that I know that are like, oh yeah, I eat, you know, McDonald's breakfast all the time.
I love McDonald's
went-
I love McDonald's breakfast.
Yeah,
I do
love
too.
it.
I do too. I went there the other
Me too,
day.
you know that.
And I was like, yeah, let me get him a sausage muffin. And they're like, oh, it's not breakfast anymore. And I was like, what?
Remember when they used to do breakfast 24/7, then they took
Wait,
that away from
Well,
us?
I
Are they
was
not
like,
doing that anymore?
They're not doing
Up
that
here in
anymore.
my place, they're not doing it anymore. They
I was
used
like,
to, not
excuse
anymore.
me? Like, is this not
Excuse me?
24-hour breakfast? And they were like, no. And I'm like, well, I'm furious. I'll have a McDouble and a McChicken. Thank you very much.
That's fucked up. I didn't realize they took that away. I guess I'm always
upsetting.
there at breakfast time, and so that's not affected me as much. But that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about
To be
that.
fair, the breakfast menu, the 24-hour breakfast menu at McDonald's wasn't that great.
It
Like,
wasn't
they
a
didn't have
slapping, Bless.
You guys,
they didn't have the
just
best
get
of the best on
sausage
there.
McMuffin. That's all you need. The sausage McMuffin.
Sausage McMuffin, no egg. Everybody knows
It's
it.
delicious.
See, I'm not a big McMuffin person though.
You know, you want the egg.
Sausage McMuffin, no egg is right.
You don't have to say no egg. The sausage
No
McMuffin
egg.
doesn't have an egg. You're thinking of the egg the.
You know what?
Sausage
you know what?
McMuffin
Tony,
with egg.
Tony behind the counter
Or
doesn't
the
care
egg
what I
McMuffin.
say. I have to make it clear, or else he's shoving an egg on there.
They're trying to get more money out of you. It's a ripoff. Don't trust the Tahoe at McDonald's.
Tony behind the counter. You say sausage McMuffin. Guess what that's coming with? It's coming with an egg. Like he's just set to do that. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. You gotta tell him no egg. We're kicking
All right, I'm ready
butt.
to
Bless
roll.
you. Bless you. Cooking up dope skills over there. Okay, I'm ready to rock.
Yeah,
whenever.
no, I was in my menus just cooking up something.
I'm about to hit level 28. This is awesome. This is great.
Damn, so you're level 27 and you beat the game.
So I beat the game, 27, world tier 8, I believe. Like completed
Yeah.
7, working on 8. I don't know. But yeah, that's where we were at. I kicked it down a number of times, Blessed, where I just wanted to smash through because none of my friends were playing. So I was playing by myself, and I just put it on World Tier 3, destroyed everything in my path, and kept it moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, the Gunters is not too far from where the new studios is going to be. And I swear to you,
Okay.
if I get a chance to convince you all to go to Gunters, like, we're
doing
going to
it.
go there once a month for sure. Like, if
After
we
you
go
already
to
told us that
Gunters-
Gunter's almost killed you.
Yeah,
Look,
that's the
I
thing is like
also-
Kevin's
I
pitch for
also-
Gunters is that
guys-
it gave him food poisoning one time.
No,
For a week.
no, that's
He
not my
almost died,
pitch.
he said.
That's not
He had
my
a
pitch. It was
fever for a
first-
week.
It was like,
a weekend.
Gunther's hospitalized me. We should all go.
But it's
Once
the
a
thing,
month.
That's what he
it's that
said.
it's that good. Like, they made a mistake. Like, you batting 100? No, batting 1,000? Huh? No, you're missing a couple of those.
They made
They
a mistake.
made a mistake.
You
They
sound like
made
you're in a
mistake.
bad relationship. Like, yeah, like they
It's a
hospitalized
really
me,
good
but it was a mistake.
relationship.
They fucked up. They're good most of the time.
All the positive stuffs are really positive. Like, the chorizo scramble is really good. Polly gets some sort of garlic omelet thing that's fantastic.
What the?
Like, they make bold choices there, and I'm 100% behind them.
Kevin loves bold choices.
Greg, what's a restaurant for you that if they gave you food poisoning, you would still go back?
Portillo's. You know what I mean?
It's fair.
Easy one.
Respect that. Respect that.
How,
Mike,
how
what
many
about you?
times can they give you food poisoning where you'd be like,
I think
not coming
at
back?
2 is when I'd be like, all right, wait, is it this
At
location?
2?
Like, because you said, you made a good point. Like, food poisoning can happen anywhere, anytime, any restaurant. You know what I mean? It's like the stupidest stuff of this just happened to touch this patty and now everybody's dead. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't swear it off. I remember my mom got food poisoning from McDonald's. And she was like, you know, God, this sucks. And she's like, I'm going to take a break, but like, obviously I'll be back one day. Like, you can't stay away from McDonald's. A long time ago, Jen got food poisoning from Starbucks, right? She's still eating Starbucks. Just, these things happen sometimes. Sometimes a weird piece of celery touches a dead body, and then you eat it, and then everybody's dead.
Or maybe they leave a milk sitting out longer than they thought. Nobody knows. Nobody checks.
Exactly.
You're
Nobody's paying
moving too
attention.
quick. It's an accident. No one
Yeah.
could be
I guess
upset
for me,
about
it is more of a ratio thing.
Right,
Like if I go to a restaurant 50 times a year, and I get food poisoning 1 out of 50 times, I'd probably still keep going.
Here, so
Like
Bless,
once
you bring
a year.
you bring up a great point where it's like, yeah, you know, if I'm gonna be 100% honest, if I got food poisoning one more time from Gunters, I'd still probably give him one more chance. Where I'd be like, all right, like, look, sometimes lightning strikes twice. If there's a third time, that's what I'm calling it, you know?
Yeah.
This is the third time. That's when I'm like, okay, there's a problem.
Yeah,
I'm going to a different Gunther's.
The nanobiologist said 1 food poisoning, shame on them. 2 food poisoning, shame on me.
Also, I like the variety of enemies in this game.
Bless, get this. The plate that I described earlier, it also comes with tortillas.
Oh my
It's
god!
so
Oh, so
good.
you're making your own fucking
Oh, yeah.
like burritos in there.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so good, and they're all like buttered. I might have Gunters tonight for dinner. You just gotta remember to get that hot sauce on the side because it is powerful. They take that like a challenge. Oh, look at this. Uncleave is gifting 5 tier 1 subs, pushing us an extra
Oh,
15
snap.
minute.
Hey.
An extra
Hey.
15 minutes.
Thank you so much for that support out there.
That's wild. During Thursday streams, I could have sworn it got a lot faster. You know, I would have sworn they would have hit halfway by now. It's crazy. But thank you, Uncle Death.
Is that what it is?
Right, Uncle Death. That's what it looks like to me.
I can't scroll back right now.
I like Uncle Death. I'll go with Uncle Death. I like
That
Uncle
sounds
Death.
good.
That's a good name too.
Was it Uncle Death the character chat from Let It Ride or no Let It Die, the Suda 51 game that came out on PlayStation in like 2017?
Wasn't he a death like skateboarding in it and stuff?
Yeah, he was like a skateboarder. I think his name was Uncle Death. I played that game for a good week and I had a really great time with it.
Remember when Shuhei was obsessed with it? Played it all the time?
Was he really?
Yeah.
It was a good game. Like it had microtransaction bullshit in it, which is why I dropped off. But it had a really great concept because it was like Souls-like combat, but had this free-to-play arcadey kind of hook to it, where the better you did, the more you got to play.
To eat them.
Death Junior, that's what it was. No, that's not what it was.
No, Death Junior is
like
the PSP game.
PSP game.
August, wait. Take this.
Us cannot. We're us like them.
That's the first time I've heard that alien talk the whole time I played this video game. It's the first time I've
I
heard
didn't
the
realize
alien
Beat the
talk.
game has never heard her open her mouth.
Mike, what's the restaurant for you where they give you food poisoning for the second time and you still go back?
Oh, Lucky Beaver, 100%. I'd go see the Lucky Beaver team any day of the week. You know what I mean? If they served it up wrong, even if it was like back to back, I'd still be like, we got to go to the beef. We got to go to the beef, y'all. And I'd just go
What is
right
Lucky
back.
Beaver? I've never heard of Lucky Beaver.
Oh, Lucky Beaver. Lucky Beaver's just up here in Tahoe. It's just a sports bar down by the casinos, open 24/7. They got all the good burgers, all the good food. It's
Yeah,
got
good
this
wings.
really
How their
cool
wings?
one. Oh, wings are killer, Greg. It's got this rotating grill that spins right in the front window, bless. So when you're walking by after a long night at the casinos or
Nice.
in the afternoon, and it's just got meat just spinning in front, and it's like,
oh,
oh
dude,
man,
I love
gotta
spinning meat.
go, bro. I gotta go.
Mike,
Spinning meat is
there's
my
a
favorite.
restaurant in Arroyo Grande that does, I don't know, that's by St. Louis Obispo, and they do, I feel like they must also do catering, but they're making large quantities of meat on a giant barbecue pit, and it's this giant metal rack that goes up and flips over, but like it's 4x8, like the size of a pool table, and they've got it open, and like they also make you wait like an hour and a half for a table, so you're just hanging out, having drinks, watching this giant fire pit moving this meat around. It's beautiful. Whoa, look at that guy. He came out of
It's all
nowhere.
about that presentation. Y'all. Thank you to OMGLX for the gifted tier 1 sub, to Nico the Viking. Thank you, OMGLX, for gifting out that tier 1 sub on this Thursday stream. Thank you so much.
Slightly sausage. I told you, somewhere by Arroyo Grande or St. Louis Obispo, somewhere around there. It's fucking
Ooh,
good.
Slow. Great place. Slow's a very cool spot.
Slow's cool.
Yeah, Slow's dope.
The more I see you play, the more the hat's growing on me, Mike.
That's
The weird
really
hat.
cool. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it.
I mean, these people think I'm part of them. You know what I mean? They're not shooting at me. They think I'm
They're
part
like,
of
do
their
I shoot
clan.
this guy? No, is he one of? I can't. Oh, and you're dead. You know what I mean? They don't even know.
Can we talk about how great Jerry O'Connell was on the Kind of Funny podcast?
Yes, we can.
Jesus.
Best podcast of all time.
Unbelievable. This is one, bless, where I wrote in the general chat and I was like, this is so good. And I was hoping
can't wait to check
everybody
it
was
out.
tuning in because it was fantastic. Fantastic how good it was.
Yeah, I was seeing like screenshots and shit pop up as it was happening live, and I was like, "What in the like?" I hope this. I couldn't tell if it was going amazing or if it was a disaster. I was
It
like,
was
either
going
this is going
so
really
well.
well or really bad. I
In
can't
the
tell.
first 30 seconds when he came on the camera and he was outside with headphones on, I was like, this is about to be the worst episode ever. And then 5 seconds in, he started talking. I was like, this is going to be the best episode
Yeah,
they've ever
yeah. He
done.
flipped it real quick on people. It was great.
Real quick.
I think one of the funniest things that like you can't tell is that the entire time his camera was coming in sideways.
Yeah, Kevin did his regular Kevin magic because he kept trying to flip the phone and make it work. So Kevin, we just in our Discord he was sideways the entire time, but Kevin turned it so that
That's awesome.
The version
Yeah.
everybody saw looked normal.
So it just like I feel like that did a good job adding to the mayhem that was this
Insanity of it,
man. I love it.
manic nature.
He was awesome.
He was
Like I want him on more of our stuff.
100%. Yeah, I like Nick trying to get him in for Call of Duty.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Nick and him, Call of Duty is
Jackos.
going to be something incredible, is right.
I am talking about Jocko's. Slightly sausage. Sorry about that. Presby.
Kevin, get your head on straight if you're gonna be
Yeah,
talking
come
about
on,
this.
Kevin. You gotta perform better, man.
What do you mean? That's the
This is
restaurant.
serious content.
He got all excited. Jocko's is the restaurant I was talking about.
No, I'm joking.
I'm not.
I don't get the
Get your head
joke.
on straight.
Explain it to me. Use small words. Oh. Just
The
teleport at
restaurant
him,
for me,
Mike?
the restaurant for me that I go back to if I got food poisoning multiple times is a restaurant called Black Dog that's in Champaign, Illinois. Best barbecue I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It is a fantastic barbecue spot.
Better than what you've had over in Austin too. Like you've been down to Austin for RTX. Better than those spots.
Yeah, I think I'd say so. Yeah.
Wow.
Even though Austin,
okay.
like, here's the thing: Black Dog is definitely one of a kind. Like, there's no other barbecue like that I've had like that, even in Champaign, Illinois. But all the stuff I had in Austin is definitely like a strong second.
Just fantastic.
Like every barbecue spot I went to in Austin was like top tier. But Black Dog is still my number one.
Do you remember that place you went to eat at in Kansas City that was so good that the next day we went and ate at it too, and for lunch they had just
They
brought,
catered it in, right?
Yeah, and we were
I don't remember. Yeah, our
so
friend
happy
Kyle,
to
my
just
friend
keep
Kyle
going.
took us there. Yeah.
so good. It was like a number or something, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was like 79 or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when
man.
you know you're good if you just go by a number.
Q39.
You know what I mean?
That sounds right, Borzen.
That does sound right.
Oh, food's good, you know.
It is
Yeah,
good.
but
I
maybe
gotta
get
get some
some
after
chance.
this.
Go to Jocko's. It's real good.
That's the one by San Luis Obispo.
Yeah, it's actually walking distance from this kid's house, which is funny.
You gonna hang out with this kid next time?
I was gonna say, this kid, who's this kid,
You know,
Kevin?
there's I don't know the kid in the chat. What was his name? You popped
Oh,
up. Earlier.
Jocko.
He popped up earlier. No, Jocko's
Oh,
the name of the
Jakob?
restaurant. Slightly sausage.
What happened to
Slightly
Jakob
sausage.
in this video game?
Yeah, see, he
What happened to
said
Jakob?
Jocko's is in Nipomo, walking distance from my house. Best steaks anywhere. Yeah, he's right. He's right.
This motherfucker shooting all this shit at me.
Kevin, did you download Phoenix Immortals Rising?
You know, I haven't.
You should download that, Kevin. Download it. I think you'll like it.
You know what I was trying to download on this Xbox
Sweater.
Game Pass for my computer?
Oh yeah, tell
Sea
me.
of Thieves.
Oh.
Maybe I'll check that out.
Real to your
Yeah.
If y'all do a Sea of Thieves stream, you might be able to rope me in.
We
What?
will. I'm sure
Wait,
we will be
hold on,
roping
hold
you
on.
in
Why
because
is
we're
it so
gonna
much
do it.
hesitation? Why not just Why not just agree to it now?
Depends
You
on the
might
mood I'm
be able
in.
to get me.
Depends. You got to ask me the day of and see how I'm feeling. I got to be in the mood for Sea of Thieves. But I
Well,
do
we
have fun
owe the
with it.
kids. We owe the kids a Sea of
We're
Thieves.
doing it.
Oh, do you know when we're doing it?
I have it scheduled because I'm bringing on a guest to lead us because I can't lead us through Sea of Thieves. I got to get somebody that can actually lead us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you,
A real
you still have
pirate.
to find
Yeah.
someone, right?
No, I have somebody. Unless Kevin, you think you can lead us?
God no. All right, it's a lot smaller in real life than what my memory wanted it to be, but I found the oh man, this picture is so low quality.
Agile, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 5 months. What's happening? Yo, Mike, 100 Thieves is looking for more content creators. I saw that. We'll see what happens
Yeah, no,
with what
Mike's
they're going to
taken.
do.
Don't
you know?
worry.
I saw that.
Get out of here, Ransky.
Let's just try to, Mike Aransky, if you hear me, let's just try to get this merch on Saturday. You know what I mean, Greg? Like, here's my credit card. I want the merch. You know what I mean? I don't want to play no games, Greg. I just want the merch. I just want the merch.
Mike,
really bad.
Mike, me and you can do this, man. We can get you into 100 Thieves. I can become a co-host for G4 with the homie Austin Creed.
Guys, like,
We
come
can
on,
chase
like,
our dreams.
Here's
Oh my
like all
God,
I'm saying
bro.
is like
Chase your
that place.
dreams.
Like that's probably a big corporation. They probably have a bunch of technical issues. Let me know if they need help with
That's
that.
the thing is you guys
Let
have never
me
worked
know,
real
he
jobs.
says.
All right, you
Let
don't know
me
what it is I
know.
got there.
You know what I mean? Like if they're like, oh, we don't know how these buttons work. Oh man, I'll figure them out.
I'll figure those buttons
figure
out
them
for you. Kevin said, scoot over. Let me press some of these buttons. I know how to do it.
I'll tell you what. That hell or high watermelon.
Here we go.
Great beer.
Yeah. You're right. When you're right, Kevin. You're right about that.
Are you putting watermelon slices on the side of the cup, though, Kev? Because if you're not doing that, you're not living it to the fullest.
I'm drinking out of the can like the adult man that I am. All right.
Kevin, you seem to always go above and beyond though. Like, why aren't we in a glass cup with a watermelon slice on the
Because
side?
I'm not that like I'm not someone who has fresh watermelon in his fridge. You know, it's just
But you have spoiled Thai food.
spoiled
Got him.
bling Thai
Got him,
food,
ring it up.
alright?
What it do?
It didn't feel spoiled, and guess what? It's been 30 minutes and my tummy hasn't freaked out. So I think false alarm on that one is what I'm calling.
Guys, we got a false alarm over here.
False
What I
alarm
do,
on that one,
thank
folks.
you.
God, I love the sniper I got.
Greg, what are you rocking still? Still LMG combo?
Yeah. LMG automatic shotgun right now.
Man, that sniper's hitting hard, huh?
God damn it.
I don't know why I'm shooting. I gotta be up in this action, man.
Wow, hitting really hard. Just comparing it to everyone else's shots, that's crazy.
Yeah, oh dude, this sniper is fucking sick. Especially combined with my turret when it freezes people up. Oh my god. Super heat.
Got him.
Nice.
Greg, the nanobiologist wants to know if you're running expeditions in the evening, question mark.
I might be. I've been falling asleep earlier these last 2 days as a busy week progresses. But if I make it to a reasonable hour tonight, I will be, yeah. Fascinating. Fascinating.
Indeed. Sleep early must be nice. It is. Be an adult, take a nap.
Dude, I love naps.
Good nap. Yeah, I could go for a good nap.
I think it was last Friday where I took 2 long-ass, deep-ass naps in one afternoon. I woke up at like 8 p.m. ready for the rest of the day. God, I like this game a lot.
Hell yeah.
Have you busted out the glasses yet, Greg, and like gone in depth on your skills and stuff yet? Have you matched everything up yet?
No,
or not
that
yet?
night I fell asleep when I was talking about that from Gamescom. I was like, I want to pour a bourbon, and then Jen found the show Serpent on Netflix, and she's been watching that, and so I was playing Cozy Grove on the couch, and it made me cozy, and I fell asleep. Fuck this destroyer.
Yeah, this guy is surviving. Oh my god, where the fuck you guys come from? You.
Bada
Thank
bing.
you.
Nice.
Thanks, team.
Leveled up.
Anime talk for next week is gonna be Code Geass. We're putting Code Geass on hold this week. Myself and Bless have had a busy week. You got a little taste of it with Barrett coming in talking about My Hero, but next week we'll finish up Code Geass and
Yeah.
talk about that one.
Yeah, have you started it yet? The second season?
No, not at all, Bless.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. I don't even. I look back on the week. I don't know what happened. To be honest with
I mean,
you,
there's just been so much going on, man. Like Outriders, like a bunch of different. I started playing Disco Elysium, and then there's just shows. There's other shows. Like I'm also on MK in review, and so that took up time this week, and I can't wait to talk about that because God,
Kojima coming to Xbox. You know, it's
Mortal
been crazy.
Kombat Annihilation. What a movie!
I think you're about to get a cutscene. I'm gonna warm up my food.
Cool.
Warm it up. Warm it up.
I'm gonna hang out in my menus for a second.
Well, take a look at your menus. I'll talk with the chat right now. So chat, talk to me. How y'all doing, best friends out there? How's everybody feeling? Are you ready for Mortal Kombat in review? Annihilation. A lot of people have been chirping about it. Sounds pretty wild. I missed Bloodsport last night. How did you like it, Mike? I did like Bloodsport. Wasn't my favorite 80s action movie so far, but it was up there. It was a good time for sure. Good time. Static 21, thank you so much for the gifted tier 1 sub. Thank you so much to everybody for filling up that bar. We're going to go for an additional 15 minutes on today's stream. Just enjoying ourselves on an easy Thursday. Mike, you're going to check out that Diablo 2 alpha? I want you so bad, Beauregards. I want you so bad. I have signed up. We will see if I can get into it and check it out because I definitely want to play that. I'll also tell you on the Kind of Funny Xcast this week, we're going to talk about how you can possibly partake and play a little bit of the new Forza Motorsport if you'd like to check that one out. So I'll give you a little way to go check that one out as well when we're talking about new games. But yes, I want to play Diablo 2 bad, y'all. Joey Noel, you know what I'm talking about, Joey? You know what I'm talking about.
Mike, when you dismantle purples with mods on them, you get the mods, right? Like you keep those.
I can't tell you on the mods. I dismantle everything and just destroy them. So I don't know what if the mods keep them. I think they said that during the Gamescast. Somebody might have brought it up. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. Chat, what I want to know is how do you re-equip them to new gear? Because I have this mod. If you're my screen's up, right? I have these purple boots that I want to dismantle because they're way weaker than my new ones. But I want to keep the mods because I love my Phantom Dash. How do I re-equip that to something new?
I think you can only. Yeah, I was gonna say, but I bet you it's only the doctor. Joey says you got to go to the doctor guys, right? The crafting guy. Go to the camp. Yeah, a lot of go to the crafting guy. So you got to go to that.
So I'm gonna equip my new ones, then I'm gonna dismantle these ones.
Good call. Good call. Good call.
Rest in peace.
We got a hype train going right now. 94% of the way into level 1. Let's smash this hype train, best friends. Let's come out here. Let's support our guy Blessing Jr. and Kind of Funny as we continue on throughout our day. Remember, we got a fun month of April on the way. Another movie night at the end of the month. Nick Scarpino is going to take control of the Kind of Funny Games account for a fun Nick at Night stream coming very, very soon. And you know he's going to be hot dropping into the calzone, which you don't want to miss out on. Then Blessing and Andy will play Resident Evil 7 on Thursday starting next week. That's going to be a really fun playthrough. I'm super excited. Deathloop next month. That's incorrect. Deathloop delayed, my friends.
God, that hurts so much.
Unfortunate.
It hurts so much. Like I'm obviously very, and I think all of us are, right? Like very supportive when it comes to, hey, delay your game to put out something that's broken. Take your time. There's no rush. It's like the Miyamoto quote that people always quote that like a delayed game is good eventually, something. If you release it now, it's gonna be trash. That was verbatim what he said. And so good on them for delaying. But man, that breaks my heart. I was looking forward to that game. That game was gonna be my end of May. It was gonna hold me over. And I'm very sad to see it get delayed. I wanted to play that so bad, but I can wait till September, I guess.
You wait till September. It'll be interesting. We're going to talk about E3 on the Xcast today, Bless. And Greg is here now just kind of hanging out, eating. It'll be interesting to say, like, when Bethesda has their conference, are they showing those two games? Ghostwire and Deathloop. Like, are we talking about those games? Are we showing them? Are we giving them a bunch of screen time?
I think I forget if I mentioned this on content or it might have just been a thought that I never put out there, but I wouldn't be surprised to not see those games at E3. Like both Deathloop just already wouldn't have been planned for E3. And then Ghostwire, you probably that's one that would theoretically show up, but it comes back to that question of, does PlayStation want to put that on their stage, and then does during the Xbox conference, do you want to market Sony exclusives? That gets into this weird thing where I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see them drop on a blog, or just we get trailers via Twitter or something else that's not E3.
Okay. Or could we hit them with the day one Game Pass sneak around on PC? Is that viable? Is that gonna happen?
I wonder what Deathloop's deal is now. Like, I wonder if when it releases in September, that means that it won't come to other platforms, Xbox specifically, until September 2022.
Yeah,
Like,
a
I wonder
full
if that's
year,
how it
whatever.
goes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
to get that full year deal, which is wild to think about. But I would be surprised. I would be surprised if it was Game Pass PC at launch. But at this point, with MLB The Show coming to Game
Yeah,
Pass,
anything can happen.
anything can happen. This shit is like wrestling now.
Yeah, I think for this one, Mike, it would be in Sony's court because I bet they have a marketing deal for Deathloop already. Since they're, it's exclusive, I'm sure that's part of the deal. And I think that when Sony's doing a state of play, they'll talk about it there when they need to. And I think that's because Sony, of course, wants to make it seem like, hey, they might have the show or whatever. They might have some of our games. We still have some of their games too. And then if Sony was to not do anything to state of play around it and not have, for some reason, be like, all right, cool, we're not talking about this at all, which would be weird, and they wouldn't do because they do want you to buy their exclusive games, and also they want the news to go the opposite direction of a Xbox logo on PlayStation. I think Phil and Bethesda are the type that would talk about it at their own show and be like, we do also have this game. I don't know if they mentioned the platforms kind of thing, but I think they would talk about it to drive home how great their studios are.
Love that. Game Dev Dave, thank you so much for gifting out 5 tier 1 subs. Travi, thank you for gifting out a tier 1 sub. Shout out to half a dozen donuts for the tier 1 sub for 1 full year. Travi gifted out another tier 1 sub, taking that hype train to level 4 right there and adding on to the daily achievement bar. Thank you all so much for the gifted subs and the support to the Kind of Funny Best Friends. Well, this is the first time I've seen this cutscene.
Jakub!
They took Chana to the fire pits.
Oh, she's at the fire pits, y'all. Oh, you're going in the fire pit.
Fuck me.
Really taking his time,
Was Ghostwire Tokyo just a fall game? Did that have a month attached to it?
I don't think it did. But don't miss this cutscene. Come on now. This is the flashback or whatever. Her vision coming true. Blessing. Remember? You remember?
No, I don't remember at all.
Shoo.
Whoa!
Bless you.
Thank you, Kevin. Excuse me, y'all.
No problem. No problem. Your sniffles off.
Oh, Chana, you're going in the fire pit.
Every time I see her, I think of Chloe from Uncharted.
Yeah.
Totally.
Looks a lot like
Now you remember this guy with a spear, don't you, Mike? You remember this guy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Shoot up! Why would you drop the gun? Oh, he got speared.
Got
He
murdered.
got speared. I feel like you should have shot the dude with the spear first, then shot the guy in front of him.
Shana! Get the others out of here! Now!
What a badass.
Missed.
Let's dance, motherfucker.
Let's dance,
For
motherfucker.
Jakob.
Now, some fun ones for all of you, just so you know. Me and Washburn literally thought that this guy was Jakob the whole time.
Wait, this
We're
is
like,
this
oh
bad guy?
shit, Jakob turned into a monster.
Oh. That's hilarious.
Because you animals are just skipping the cutscenes left and right.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Then having
watch
the
a
gall to
single
say there's no
cutscene.
story. Look at Yacht here. Yacht, Yakka, Yag,
Yeah,
Is Jakob or not, dude? It's Jakob.
Wait. That's pretty cool.
We're absolutely destroying this man.
Is he a man or beast? You know?
Is he Jakob? is right.
Is he Jakob? That's what you and Washburn were hung up on playing.
This is Jakob. Am I murdering Jakob? I have no idea. Turns out he got speared to death. Now I know.
Now you know. No, he's half the battle. Outriders.
Let's go. Trophy.
Good job. Good job.
Update on the bar. We have an extra 15 minutes already locked in. The next 15 minutes are about halfway there.
Shit. This fucking
So,
gear.
pretty close.
It's got a legendary. Oh
Oh,
my
yeah,
god.
you got Thunderbird.
Oh, I got the Thunderbird.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
Oh my god. It's an assault rifle standard
Ooh.
variant. It comes with the Striga mod, which has 30% of critical damage is returned
Love
to
the
you as
street.
health.
Love a good Striga mod.
Oh, love a good Striga mod. And then
Do you guys remember the
the
Striga?
ultimate storm whip.
From The Witcher? No?
Was that like a monster?
Yeah, it was one of the child of incest thing. Remember, like, the sister became like a zombie at night. It was the Striga.
Oh.
yes.
Wait, was this like towards the beginning? Was this early on or was this later?
This is a show, isn't it?
Yeah, the show.
Oh, the show. Never mind.
You didn't watch
I'm
the
thinking
show?
of the fucking no. I didn't. I watched like the first episode and I was like,
Oh,
oh,
dude, the show is great.
Yeah, the show.
Oh, yeah, the
I
show-
thought it was
show's terrific.
Fun, really fun.
It wasn't for me.
Huh. Was it Henry Cavill? Did you look at Henry Cavill and you're like, no, this man is never gonna be my Witcher. It's okay.
No,
with
not
us, kid.
yeah, not my Witcher.
This man's not my Witcher.
No, this is not my topic. Like I'm not usually a fantasy person, especially when it comes to like watching shows and stuff. Like if it ain't Harry Potter or something, then it's not usually gonna be my jam.
Then it ain't the kind of fantasy I want.
Then it ain't the kind of fantasy I look forward to.
What's Mike doing? You guys just standing around. Standing around.
Mike's ready to go.
Sorry,
I didn't get a
ready.
gun. See, Bless got a gun. Greg, did you get a gun there?
Not a legendary.
Yeah, I didn't get a legendary gun there, which sucks, Kevin. I thought I was going to get that legendary gun. You know, I was pretty excited about it.
Shouldn't have beaten the game, you know? All the excitement's gone now.
Yeah, it'd be Garbo's stats for you, right? Isn't it tied to his tier in the World Championship?
Probably. You know what I mean? Probably.
Kevin, you played The Witcher. Have you played Witcher 3?
You know, I haven't.
When you started describing it, I thought you were like conflating something with the Bloody Baron quest,
Yes.
which is
remember
also
that
a really
one?
good one.
Yeah,
that has to do with
that
like
was
a
good
child
quest.
that has some fucked up shit going on with
I
it.
think that's the quest. Wasn't the Striga's dad the Baron? Chat, let me know.
Yeah, Chad, is it a Bloody Baron? Was it like a Bloody Baron thing in the Witcher show?
Huh. Steady 171 wants to get himself banned. Harry
He
Potter.
said
is
Harry
boring.
Potter is boring. That's a very odd
Oh,
take.
shit.
Yeah, it is
So, like-
the Bloody Baron, the Striga.
Oh, then
It's the same
then I
thing.
might go back and watch The Witcher then, because I
I'm
really like
telling
that
you,
quest.
it's really
that
good.
was a really good quest
It's
in the game.
really good. And then when you're done with it, you're kind of like, oh, I'm gonna tell you this now. Like the episodes don't happen in chronological order, and it's like, oh, that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna rewatch
Oh,
it
so
again.
it's like Arrested Development season 4.
Bless, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't ever want to talk about Arrested Development with you ever again. Okay? If you respect that, I'll treat you with respect. If not,
Alright,
we
fair.
can both be clowns. We can both be
Yeah,
clowns.
this is an enemy you don't want, Buzz. This is an enemy you don't want.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
Arrested
Let's
Development is
remember
like
how
one of
many
my favorite
times you've had
sitcoms.
your
I
feelings
love
hurt by
Arrested
me,
Development.
and I wasn't like treating you like I have been treating you with respect, mostly. You know. I just don't want to
I
talk
can't.
about it.
Is
And
no?
that's
Is
fine,
this
that's
a thing
fine, I don't
where
want-
you loved Arrested Development,
What
but
are we doing?
you
What are we
hated
doing?
the later season?
Yes, that's right. That's exactly the case. Like,
Okay.
so much so that I never finished the 5th season. Yes, rip Jessica Walters is very goddamn sad. It's a damn shame. She's a great
Oh
comedic
yeah, that is
actor.
super sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing: we're never gonna get a good season of Arrested Development now, because she's gone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big missing piece.
I agree.
I got myself all worked up.
My mom always
I
told
feel
me
it, man. I can feel it from here.
Enoch, still alive. You can escape the wreck of the caravel back when the Earth was dying, she said. Classic.
The Striga questline only appears as the intro cutscene to the first
What was
Witcher
his
game.
magic charm?
Otherwise, the story is not in the games as a
I always
quest.
thought it was just
Is the
not
Bloody
giving a
Baron like? I thought we already agreed that the Bloody Baron, because like
What I assume is that it's like a different kind of take on it. Like it has similar elements, but the Bloody Baron is like a
guess he finally
I'm Googling.
like it's definitely not one for one.
Well.
But now I'm seeing more people say no, it's not. It's a different thing. It's not a Striga.
Can you believe it?
I think you'll enjoy it.
Turns out the old man's chair on wheels is
But yeah, the Bloody Baron shit in the game is actually pretty.
really
It's
practical.
intense.
The Striga shit's really fucked up.
It's
You're
only
like,
gonna
what were
get
these kids
worse the
doing?
further
Oh,
we
each
go.
other? Jesus.
If anybody wants to do it now. But I got one mission.
Oh Jesus God!
Oh, it was King
Gonna need a driver.
Foltest. Not Baron. I thought someone was named Baron something. Baron Zemo, right?
Baron Zemo.
There it is.
Hey.
Zemo? Zima.
Zemo from Marvel. Zemo.
Zemo.
Zima's the drink.
Let me know when you're ready.
That's what I was gonna. Greg, that was my next question. It was gonna be directed at you. Greg, what's the drink? Zemo?
Zima.
Zima.
This.
You ever
This
have
guy if
Zima?
you need to upgrade.
Oh yeah, I gotta level up too.
Emphysema. Since born.
That got me. That got me.
Me too. We're having a good time. It's a really relaxing stream.
Yeah, it's a chill.
You know,
Even
we
though
don't
they're
need
not
too
filling the
much time.
bar,
Yeah,
we only got
it's
15
fun.
minutes of extra. We could be chilling even longer, y'all.
A lot of people blame me for that. I saw earlier when you guys said that. So it is the Greg curse that for some reason when I show up, it
Guys,
takes forever.
It's not like Greg. It's not like that. It's just that you're not. None of you guys. Are doing anything good, you know? It's hard to get excited.
has its
There it
thorn.
is.
Now, people in chat keep saying that I can upgrade my weapons from like blue to purple. Greg and Mike, I want your guys' opinion on this because I was waiting until I hit endgame before I
Yeah.
start doing that because of materials. Would
Sure.
you say I should wait or should I just?
If you have a gun you really like, I would do it. Because, like, think about it like how you just got a legendary, right? You're not getting those left and right. And so, like, I did that with a light machine gun as my main until I got this legendary light machine gun
Okay.
where I just kept pumping it in there because I was using it so much and I liked the perks I had and I liked what I've been doing with it. So I didn't want to screw around with it. But again, you could totally sit there and then wait till. Well, now you have a legendary, so you're going to need, your resources to go get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
would
then when
say
I
save it.
upgrade, when I upgrade to purple, would that then mean I can add a new a mod that I
Yeah.
have?
Yeah, you
Okay.
get a second mod when you go to purple.
Gotcha. Okay. And who do I talk to about that? I assume it's Tiago. Or no, it might not be.
The mods, you mean?
Yeah.
Dr. Zahini or whatever I'm doing right now. Come to me.
Boochan25, thank you for gifting out the 10 tier 1 subs out to the best friend community. Thank you, Boochan25, for continuing to push that bar up. And most importantly, thank you for your support here on Twitch with Team Kinda Funny.
Man, we're so close to those extra 15 minutes hitting an additional 30 minutes. Right there. Right there. I tell you, this Thai food's pretty good.
You're not eating more of it, Kevin. No.
No, well, no, this is a different Thai food. It's Paula's
He's eating
old
more of
Thai
it. Yeah,
food
he's eating
from
more of it.
yesterday. From yesterday. I just wanted to finish mine first.
Sure, understandable.
She got sticky rice. No, it's sticky. I love it. Looking at a glove. If the
Yeah, the
apocalypse
thing
happens,
is that they just cost so much materials. Is the thing. Sorry, what was that,
Sure, but I
Kevin?
mean, like,
Oh.
don't you have a ton of materials?
man,
No.
Or are you
Flaming
are you
wombat.
Like,
breaking
the
stuff
type-
down, or you what are
type-
you what are you,
I'm
you selling
dismantling
everything?
a lot.
Yeah, you should be getting a lot of stuff. What are you short on?
Like
Fighting Wombat, thank you for the
I'm usually
20
short on,
gifted subs.
titanium.
Thank you
That's
to
usually what I'm running low on.
Travi
Yeah,
for the 5
titanium's-
gifted subs. And SSB Phenom, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you to everybody out there with the gifted subs.
When you get to that like final camp or whatever, you can buy titanium.
Okay,
So if you have tons of scrap, you can get around it that way.
gotcha.
Oh, I can't wait to buy titanium then, Greg. Really?
I'm a titanium.
you should be there though, right? Like didn't he get to
I
the
mean,
final
yeah, but
camp?
we're not technically there with Bless right now. You know what I mean?
Got it. I got it.
Merc City has those bad pants that I had where it just shows your dump truck.
I got bad man pants.
God, I love it.
Just that dump truck. Syrup Badger, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub for 1 full year. It's a sub party now, y'all. We're up right there.
Oh shit! Yeah, we hit 30 minutes. Oh, we're about to hit 45. Oh shit!
We're about to hit 45.
We're gonna be in here, so strap up, Outriders, because we're riding for a while here. It's gonna be fun.
What was that noise?
I have a mod called Ash Cleaner, and I first read it as Ass Clencher.
Nice.
Oh.
I respect that. Ooh,
Miller, would
did you
you
see
say-
what? Ooh,
What
go,
happened?
Kevin.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
Did you see Joey in the chat? What she put up from Netflix?
No, what'd she say?
In random on Slack, starting in 2022, Netflix will be the first U.S. streaming home for Sony Picture films following their theatrical releases. Get ready for Uncharted, Morbius, Bullet Train, and Where the Crawdads Sing. Plus future sequels, Venom, Jumanji, Bad Boys, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be Spider-Man 3 for a second.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of bad movies on that.
A lot of bad movies.
Yeah. Also, it's they're not saying anything about day and date, right? Like it's probably just like 3 months
No.
later. That's where it's gonna.
Yeah, I
go.
thought I was hoping for day and date is right.
Wait, when you say day and date, you mean like day and date coming to video and
Movie
streaming
theater,
and stuff?
yeah.
You don't think it'll come to Netflix?
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't think so. Also, like I don't know if you guys saw, but WB just announced that 2022 movies are definitely gonna hit the theaters first, and then come out to HBO Max.
That's too bad.
It really is, because it's like those movies have been fun to watch at home. I guess it'd be fun to watch in the theaters too.
Yeah, I watched King Kong versus Godzilla on my phone. It was a great time.
The way Martin Scorsese wanted.
It's exactly what they wanted. That's what they told me to do. Nerdy Guru, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Sooner 92, thank you for the tier 1 sub
Boomer.
for 4 months. Thank you guys so much for the love and the support.
All right, I'm ready to roll. I'm just gonna save this stuff for later.
Ready whenever, Bless. You
Me
send
too.
us and we'll follow. Me and Greg are your Outriders, man. We're here for you.
We squad
riding dirty.
around, I know.
Roll on.
There you go, Kevin. We go right on with Kevin. We ride on with Kevin.
Damn, so Jakob's just done.
That's it, man.
R.I.P. Jakob.
R.I.P.
Wait,
Jakob. Like
He
I,
died? Or... So
yeah, he got
gone,
stabbed in
bro.
the chest with the bill by Yagak.
I mean,
Yeah.
his alien girlfriend couldn't save him in time.
Oh, he was. That was him. The guy with the
No,
judges?
that's
Yeah.
funny. It's like alarming that this alien lady doesn't move at all. Like they're sitting in camp and they're just like
Hold on.
dead in place. No movement, no nothing. They just stand
I'm
there.
just dead.
Just standing there.
That's how
Alright.
you do, you know. Greg, would you say that what you're doing is helping this little society that you're hanging out with?
The people I hang out with, yes.
Like the right there in that little city. Are you helping?
Yes,
those
we're helping
people?
those people. Yeah.
Like a lot.
'Cause
or
there are
like a
people, they're
medium
us.
amount?
I mean, it's like, there's a lot of bad shit happening here. Now, are we the
Okay.
cause of it? I'll save it for later.
All I'm saying is,
These are our trucks.
if they're charging for what, how much free stuff do you think in real life you'd be getting? Like the apocalypse has happened, you're around saving everyone in the city, and then you have to go buy upgrades for your gun. At what point are you gonna be like, look, John,
The enemy then?
I like.
Do you
a lot,
understand
but like,
the
I just wanna kill 'em
monsters I'm
better.
fighting out
Yeah.
there, all right? Do you understand what they're doing to my friends and you? Like, can you just give me the fucking... I mean, it's still an economy. These people got to pay.
How were they?
But I kind of feel like you shouldn't have to pay. Like you.
Whoever they were.
But that's capitalism, right? You're doing a great thing. We're going to give you bullets, but then they don't have bullets to sell, so they don't make money, so they can't feed their family.
I guess you're right. You're right.
True.
Can't stay
True.
here.
Trust me, I wish it wasn't that way. But I do understand that there is an economy in these worlds that, these people, they need to be able to pay the bills too, and they can't just give me everything.
Mike, who's playing you in a biopic? The Still Mike biopic. What
Gary
actor is portraying
O'Connell.
you? Okay.
Yeah,
I watched
100,
that movie.
after
I
what?
watched that
Oh
movie.
my God, 100%. That guy's incredible, man.
Yeah.
Release the O'Connell cut immediately,
mustache
Bless. You
too,
got to watch
right?
the podcast. You got to watch the podcast.
It's
It's,
so
unbelievable.
good.
I have a
Who's
question.
playing you, Bless? Who you got? Oh, okay.
I have a
Greg
question
Miller,
before then. I have a
from the
question.
press bowl.
It's a
Press bowl, press
biopic,
bowl.
right? Biopic's a different thing. It's spelled the
Is it
same, but biopic means it's. Am I wrong? Because this is what.
I
this
guess
is
that
the-
makes sense.
No.
Well,
The
I
narrative
call
I had in
biopic
mind.
is a biography.
Hold on a second. We've talked about this at length. Both are acceptable. It doesn't mean a different thing.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, is
But-
that for real?
One
Okay,
way
but
is
there's a but.
wrong and one way is right.
Okay.
The way Blessing said
Wait.
it was wrong. Biopic, no, biopic, right?
I mean, we call it a biography when somebody writes a book about themselves, right? We don't call it a biography.
Forever Ender says I'm right, and I'm inclined to agree with Forever Ender. then.
Compass and computer, you know what I mean? Compass and computer.
I mean, I'm not gonna fight the biopic fight because I'm down to call it a biopic.
Thank
In fact, I think that sounds more natural now that I say it out loud. But
Just think, these jabronis were just standing there waiting for us this whole time.
But wait, but
They
what's
didn't
a
know today was
biopic?
the day they die.
yeah,
All right,
biopic
Craig,
like medical.
Yay.
But what does that mean? Biopic.
Oh. Isn't it? I don't know. Google the dictionary definition. Biopic's not a word I'm using in my vocab, so I don't want to speak out of turn. Even myopic, I couldn't give you a good definition of. I know it's a word.
Biopsy is someone saying that's a different fucking word, isn't it?
What?
It's a different
What?
fucking word.
How
It is
did
a
all of them just
different fucking word.
explode at the same time?
Murdered them.
Skills.
Don't worry about it. Dope skills. Devastator class. So we're on World Tier 8 with you, Bless? Is that what you got this thing cranked up to? Is that you right
Yeah,
there
that's World
setting that?
Tier 8. Yeah,
Okay.
that's me.
I don't
Well, we
think
got there. We got there naturally.
Dope.
Somebody in
We
chat
leveled
is
up
saying
7.
biopic means biography picture.
Yeah.
So like no one, yeah, but like no one's saying,
Pronunciation is what we're.
it can be pronounced either way. I'm certain of that. I'm certain of that.
All right, so Sober Librarian says biopic isn't a word, it's biopic. No, hold on,
But,
the other way
like,
around.
but so-
Biopic isn't a word, it's biopic. And so that myopic is the word I'm thinking of, why I'm thinking,
But
and that's
not
why
something
Blessing's
medical.
saying biopic, but it is
But
in fact
you
biopic.
can say
and-
biopic. I've heard biopic.
yeah,
said
you
before.
can. You can say a whole bunch of different
You know
things,
what I
Kevin. It
mean?
doesn't
Like,
make it
bio-
okay though.
What you're
just-
saying is biopic. Biopic has no medical connotation to it.
Yes, that's what they're saying about that. But I'm saying, oh, the sand looks cool. That's cool.
Oh, then I'm rolling biopic. Also, the sand does look really cool.
Sand just like the snow? Pretty dope.
Because again, biopic, like you can say it. It just sounds weird. But there's a lot of.
But does it
things in
sound?
English-
Here's the thing: if myopic or like the medical stuff that sounds similar, if that didn't exist, I don't think we blink an eye, because it comes from biography. It's biography picture,
Sure.
and so naturally, it's like GIF, right? Where like
But that's why they
The-
say
Really
biopic,
good at pissing people off.
right?
This fuck Fox, not letting this go. Neither.
But you don't
I
stay
stopped caring
biography.
about this. I stopped caring about this.
I see him.
You know what I mean? Say whatever you want. It's just time to let it go. Let the freak flag fly. Snowbike
I'm
Mike,
just
all right?
saying, like,
Let it fly.
Can we have a hard stance against bi-weekly? Because, like, is it...
That shit, don't even get me
is it-
started. Bi-weekly can mean twice a week or it can mean every other week.
Twice
Get
a-
the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out, like, right? Get the fuck out.
I mean, what's the alternative though?
So it's either
Every other week. Twice a
every
week.
other- so
That's what we say.
So twice a month or twice in 1 week? It's like, what?
Yeah, but like,
You can't-
what's the solution? We can't complain about the problem and not suggest a solution.
I see what you're saying. I
You
see
know,
what you're
because one
saying.
of them has to give.
Sure.
What are we gonna call the other?
I
actually
think
bit
bi-weekly
more-
sounds like it's happening twice a week.
Yeah,
Greg on the
that's
side. I
exactly
think we
right.
can beat this game with Blessing right now. Just so you know.
Well, yeah, but Blessing wants to argue vocab terminology.
You know,
Bi-
I'm
bi-weekly
I'm
to me
just
does
letting
sound
you
like
know.
like every other week.
Bi-weekly is
Bi-weekly to me is 2 weeks a month.
right, but it can also mean twice in 1 week.
Yes.
So, like, if we have to choose one, bi-weekly, I think it should mean twice in one
Can we
week.
chat? Can somebody put up a poll?
And then
Every
say
every
twice
other week. Every other week versus twice a week.
every other week.
Because I think what we do is we have a vote, and whichever one wins, that's what gets it, and then we make up a new word.
We hit up Reuters. We hit up the dictionary, Merriam-Webster people.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
definitely
just let them
think
know we
every
settled
other
this
week.
for you. We did the thing you were too cowardly to do.
And now
We made a
semi-monthly.
decision.
Semi-monthly means like in a year. it
Semi-monthly.
happens, like-
I'm never using semi-monthly.
I'm just saying, like, that would mean like in a year it happens like 4 times. That's semi-monthly to me. Like,
Means
if
6.
it's happening more than once a month, it's more than semi. You know? It's a fully. Every
Kevin,
2
sometimes you
weeks
say
is a
things
fortnight.
and I laugh. You know.
I appreciate it. I appreciate those moments. That's quarterly. Motherfucker, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even using this legendary gun yet. Let me bust this thing out.
Foolish.
Is it working for you? Oh man, disintegrated that guy, huh?
Yeah.
Big chunks
No,
out of
the new gun is great. I've been fucking up not using it. So, how many hours do you guys think I have left in Outriders?
Less than 1 if we go super hard.
We commit right
Maybe
now. Commit
2
to greatness.
3. 2 to 3 if we open up the dictionary. But I mean, I think you could honestly, you don't have much at all, Bless. Like if I remember, Greg, this is where like you and I started, right? When we were on our quest to beat the game, or were you a little bit past
No. I started you right at the. We're not going to. What do we do? We're not going to the thing yet, right? We haven't. There hasn't been the big reveal, right?
The big camp reveal. That's where I thought we were going. Maybe we're a little bit before that. I mean, how far do you think that is from here?
Right
though?
now, what I think's gonna happen is we're gonna play all the way through. We're gonna get to the doors. We'll open the doors. Then we'll see that thing in the distance. Then you picked up right after that where we were walking. We were going to the thing in the distance.
Yeah, because there's still. This is the fort. I'm looking for a camp, is what I'd call that one.
Okay.
Big Buddy, thank you for the 300 biddies.
Big
Travie,
Buddy.
thank you for the 500 biddies. Sergio, pew, pew, pew. Thank you for the Prime Gaming sub for 5 months. Thanks for using that Prime Gaming sub over here with us on the Twitch channel. That's awesome. I mean, what? We're pushing for an extra hour right now, right? We're almost at next to 45. We're going to push for an extra hour. We'll have like a full hour left on the stream if we hit
can
that
do it
hour
for
bar.
sure.
We can do
All right,
it.
let's
Twitch
go
chat,
hard.
you want to
I'm
beat
down to
this
go hard,
game?
guys.
Twitch chat, you're trying to beat this game right now?
Greg, someone in the chat's asking, you playing PC with that 3080? No, right? You're playing console right now.
Oh God, no! Please don't. Jeez.
All right, chill out, bro.
Like what a question. You know what I mean? A game that I want to platinum. You think I'm gonna pick it up and play it on the old mouse and keyboard or everything?
Mike, take cover.
That's my SWTOR machine, all right? That's my sweater machine.
That's
as
my
you call it.
sweater machine, man.
Yeah.
I'm making great sweater moments on that machine, y'all.
Millie, you want me to
God, I
look-
can't wait to play that.
If there's like shaders or something we can get for sweater to make it look prettier.
Sure.
Did you get a bunch of points recently?
Yes.
Not to my knowledge, but I haven't turned it on recently.
Oh, I got an email. It was like, hey man, here's 500
There's some cartel coins.
And it was like, oh,
Let's
cool.
get you on a dope whip. And I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, like I'm getting a whip. I'm getting a whip. Whip.
He's getting a whip, man. I'm riding on the do-back, baby. I'm riding on a do-back. I'm like the stormtrooper I always wanted to be.
You want to be a stormtrooper, huh?
Yeah, I like that stormtrooper with the orange shoulder. You know what I mean? Where he just lets everybody know, like, I'm the one on the do-back.
Yeah,
right.
shoot
The other
me is
jabronis,
what
they
he
walk
says.
in the desert. They walk on the desert. I'm the one on the do-back riding the cool lizard. You know what I mean? That's what I like. I like that guy.
Oh my
The guy's got
God.
style.
I got some gear.
That guy's on the do-back.
Do-back. Huh. This is a really interesting looking shader they got over here. It would be a nice day to chill in the hammock today, you know?
Oh man.
You don't have a hammock set up underneath your desk like Standy does?
No, I have a hammock set up in my backyard like an adult. The other day I was like, hey Paula, look at this big indoor
you.
swing that I don't know.
Oh.
I love that. Love that.
One of these
Some
places
sex
sells.
swings. Nice.
No, it wasn't a sex swing. Although I have brought that
That's
up. And I
definitely
don't
not
get the
gonna
same
get
sort of
into
excitement back. And I know, where was it? Maybe it was Urban Outfitter. One of these places. Yeah, they sell these swings that, like, I don't know, people in magazines put up. And I was like, you know what?
Or like Janina.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that one was a lot cooler because she had really high ceilings. And
Sure.
and I was like, Paul, we should get this. And she responded with like, all right, I'm sure you'll figure out a place to put it. And it's just like,
Nice.
I didn't get it because it's
She
like,
gave
I
me the
don't- I don't
okay,
think we-
Kev.
Yeah, but
That's
I
the
don't think
okay you want.
We don't got a good spot for it.
Ooh,
You know?
you'll make one. You'll make one.
But I could take a nap in a swing.
Sure.
J67 says Kevin drinks watermelon beer from a can and sleeps in a hammock like an adult. I do have a hot tub. It's a little hot tub though. It's not a big old hot tub. Unfortunately, you have to like have an opening wide enough to fit the hot tub, or you can get it craned in, but that's expensive. It's like $1,200 to rent a crane for.
Is that what stops you from getting the bigger hot tub? Is you just gonna get through?
Well, that and like I'm not gonna buy a new hot tub, so I bought it off Craigslist, and it was like $300. I don't know if you know, but when the pandemic kicked in, real hard to find a hot tub on Craigslist. They were
Gotcha.
going left and right.
Kevin, you knew the price of a crane to rent one real quick. Have you done
Yeah.
this before? Have you tried to rent a crane?
Oh, I looked into renting a crane when I was trying to get a hot tub. Because like people,
Okay.
there was a couple people on Craigslist that were like, "I'll give you the hot tub. You can figure out how to get it out of here." And then when you're trying to figure out how to get 600 pounds off a balcony that like looks onto a canyon, you're like, okay,
Jesus.
what are the options here? Crane? All right, $1,200.
Crane. Helicopter.
You gotta have someone that knows how to operate it. Luckily, I do. Our boy Michael.
Okay.
Not this Michael, other Michael.
Cheeks Jr.
No.
Cheeks
God,
Junior.
no.
Cheeks? Man,
You
how
know, it's,
cool.
it's a funny thing of like, you know, in a different world, you could have we could have flown my dad out here. He could have done it.
Yeah.
No more
Man
crane
operator.
operator, Greg Miller. He could
I
have
bet he would have had a
Fan
blast.
operator.
That's the kind of
Just
thing
swinging
he
that
would have
thing left
brought
and right.
over the house, put it down, and then he would have looked at us and be like, didn't even move. And we all would have been like, yep, no swing at all, sir.
Okay, Zahidi, the path is clear. Waiting for your arrival.
It's funny because you're like, you hear 600 pounds, and you're like, that doesn't sound like that much. And then you try to lift it, and you're like, oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
How many jabronis you think you need from Kind of Funny to lift that?
All of them.
Oh, the jabronis?
Yeah.
Well, see,
I
here's
think it
the
would take
thing.
whole
Like,
team.
we used Cool Greg and Spencer, and then my brother-in-law Aaron. But I think Greg Miller subs out Aaron. We'll probably be fine.
Hell yeah. Fucking
Yeah.
Aaron.
All right, well, calm down, all right? Aaron's a great man that's helped me build a lot of like random shit for the house. Turtle House, remember that? That was Aaron.
I remember it. Yeah, Boris's house. I'll never forget.
Turtle House was dope, man. Shout out to the turtle. Turtle still kicking, still doing all right.
Yeah, it was warm last week, so he started peeking out, but it's gotten cold again, so he's back to being like, I'm napping. Oh, these
Do
guys
you
got
think
weird
that-
faces.
Are there coyotes in the neighborhood? Will a coyote or some sort of predatory animal come up and try to eat that thing ever?
I don't know that you are aware of how large he is. There's nothing.
Like a hawk, a bird of prey can't swoop down and talon claw this thing
Oh
anytime
God,
soon?
no. The Hawk's
50
got no
pounds.
chance.
Yeah, no chance at all.
The hawk's got no chance? Okay.
And it's
How about-
rough. It's got like he's got rough skin. Like they're not getting in there too deep, you know?
It's one of those things. You know how a lot of people say Bill Bellamy was born for the stage. Boris the tortoise was born for the ground. All right, don't worry about him.
Born for the ground. That turtle's gonna
Nobody's
be
lifting
here,
him up.
Mike. No, nobody's touching that turtle. All right.
Oh shit.
I really thought I'd get some of you with the Bill Bellamy reference, but everybody was like, Bill
I don't know.
Bellamy.
I don't
is
know
born
that
for the
guy.
stage.
I don't know who
that guy.
Bill Bellamy is.
He's like a 90s comedian.
Oh, really?
I think he was on MTV. I don't know.
Was he on Mad? Was he on Mad?
Wait,
No, he's
I'm
before
gonna be
Mad
honest.
Time.
When you throw out a name, I start spacing out.
Oh, okay.
I usually
Just
think it's
turns-
some sort of
He's
sports
tuning
thing.
you out, Greg. That's messed up.
I think it's a sports thing. It's like, oh, it's not this joke's
Oh,
not
okay.
meant for me.
Sure, yeah.
But then it's one of those things I'm not thinking like, wait, Andy's not here. But Mike likes sports, right?
I like sports.
Oh, my character is starting to actually look cool.
That won't last. Don't worry.
Yeah, that will change.
Like,
You're
the
gonna,
color.
you're
look
gonna
at
enjoy
that.
it for a little
Like,
bit,
look
and
how
then they'll be
cool
right
this
back.
What's
Then
going
I'll
on
put
with
on this
the
fucking
eyes?
umbrella hat.
I don't
Wait, are you
know,
getting
but
shot?
Oh, he does
Buzz?
look cool.
yeah,
Yeah, this
I
guy's
was
killing him.
really into how my character was.
Yeah, you actually look pretty rad.
Yeah.
But you can't transmog, so don't get too excited.
That's a bummer.
about it. Yeah.
Totes.
All right, y'all. Let's kill these little ads and then focus on that big boss.
No.
Here we go. Greg's just focusing on the big boss. I'm coming over to help him. Greg's got it by himself. He's the Bill Bellamy of this team.
Hell yeah.
Bill Bellamy, MTV.
Greg, if you could bring back one old school MTV show that you grew up with, what would it be?
Wow.
Would it be
I like that
Eliminate?
question.
Well, no, because I would go to Clone High, which ran MTV here in the States and canceled
Wait.
it before it finished.
Isn't that coming back
Just-
though?
Yeah.
Tell me about Clone High. What is Clone High? I don't know about
Way,
that.
way back in the 1980s, secret government employees dug up famous
down.
like guys and ladies and made music genetic copies. Now their clones are sexy teens now. They're gonna make it if they try. Look. So it was a show that they had clones of JFK, Joan of Arc, Gandhi,
Gandhi.
Yeah, the
Well,
Gandhi
that's
one's
the
the one
Gandhi
that got
the
him in
peanut
trouble.
stuff,
if you
right?
believe it or
George
not.
Washington Carver, and they were all clones
Lincoln.
in high school together. Yeah, Lincoln was there. Yeah, God, Abe was like the main character. They
That
were all
sounds
there.
awesome.
It was. It's
It's
like
good.
I never
if-
watched it.
As if I needed to sell you on it because you all enjoyed the song and the idea right there. It was made by the guys who made Into the Spider-Verse. Like Phil Lord is the guy who made it, and like that's
Wow.
what like it was so fucking funny and so fucking weird that MTV like mid-season was like this sucks and canceled it. And so like I didn't for years. Obviously the internet didn't exist. I didn't get to see like how it ended. It just ended like you know what I mean. Like it just we were along for this ride with these characters, and then it was just and it was like well what the fuck how'd it go? And then it got even worse because it aired in Canada. It turned out. And obviously now with the age of the internet, you can see them all. And somebody in here is saying it's on Paramount Plus right now. Brian McBrien says it's on Paramount Plus.
Damn it.
And it ends on a cliffhanger where they all get frozen. Like, oh, Jesus.
God damn.
Like legitimately, it got canceled because of the Gandhi stuff, right?
Was that it? I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure because they made him like
The hell's it supposed to be reading?
really annoying and like
He was like ADHD. He like had so much energy and he popped around all the time.
yeah. Also, I think he like aggressively hit on people.
Signal.
I don't remember. I remember the say what bit with I think the Washington Carver.
But how is it
Say what? Say what?
How is that even possible?
Say what? It's just great stuff.
It's not possible.
But it's coming
Dude,
back.
you know what I learned yesterday?
Do we?
Do you know who wrote? You guys remember Pootie Tang?
Yeah.
Do you guys know who wrote and directed Pootie Tang?
I do, but I've forgotten it.
Doesn't matter.
Louis C.K.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
I thought it would have been written and directed by like a black writer and a black director. That's fucking crazy to me that was Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Wild.
Oh wow.
But yeah, if I was to bring back one MTV thing, it's a toss up for me between Celebrity Deathmatch and Yo Mama. I love both
Celebrity
of those shows.
Deathmatch, man. What a product of the time.
Yeah.
Do you remember what a big deal it was before it was a show? When it would be like it was on during the Super Bowl halftime show. That's when you turn over to MTV to find it.
Wait, really?
That's how it started. Yeah.
Oh shit, I had no idea.
Eliminate, that was a good call earlier. I like that one. Because eliminate. What's the difference between next and eliminate? Next was the bus full of people, right?
Yeah.
And they all go on a date, and then they go,
Next, yeah, that was
and
good. I like that one.
eliminate. Which one was eliminate?
Was that the one with where they go into your room? What was the one where they would go into your room?
That's what I'm hung up on. Yeah, I remember people going in the room. Yeah, exactly.
Next is
I
definitely
mean,
the bus.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, next I have it crystal clear. But I was trying to see if I put the going to their rooms in the right one. It doesn't matter because remember fucking next when like there'd be the person like somebody like literally they'd walk off the bus and like the foot hits the ground. They'd be like next.
Love that.
As rude as possible.
God, MTV was different. It was just different.
I remember there was an episode of Next where like they really hit it off, and the lady like at the end decided to end with a joke where she was like, "Oh, it's really like it's cool that you didn't say next because like the next two people are models and like, you know, like you probably would have been." And like the guy was like, "Oof, I got to see what they look like next," and they ended up just being normal people, and he was really upset.
Hey man, you got to shoot those shots, Mike. You know what I mean? You're on MTV.
You guys shoot that shot. You're on MTV. You'll see that girl in the waiting room 5 minutes from now. You know what I mean? She'll be in the green room.
Nobody's getting married off next.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Nobody's getting married off next.
Room Raiders, Next, and Parental Control. Bring it back. Bring them back. Let's just get down to that dumb
I
stuff.
was young, so this is already telling you that no, you don't. But do you remember the show Undressed?
No, never heard of
We
that. Tell
talked
me
about this before.
Did we?
Maybe it was me and Tim. I think me and Tim talked about this.
Undressed was like a narrative anthology of like kids who wanted to fuck, and so like they would tell you like 3 different stories throughout a season and like weave them not together but like around each other and stuff. And it was just people who wanted to fuck. You know what I mean? And like, yeah, this is the kind of programming I'm looking for.
This is it, bro. These are just hot bodies that want to rub up against each other. You know what I mean? That is what the human instinct is. Let's just rub and bump.
MTV had
You know
it
what I
down
mean?
to a science. They understood, okay, cool. Everybody here is a child watching this, and they just want to, they're coming into their own, and they want to watch people fuck too. And they know that these situations will never happen in real life. So it happened. There was one of the situations I distinctly remember was a guy and girl stayed in their dorm like secretively during like spring break or whatever, Christmas break. Everybody else went home, but this guy and girl stayed there so they could fuck just all by themselves and not have to worry about it. But then another couple did the same thing, and then like the guy and the girl from the other, like one from each, started cheating on each other with him, like while they're living in this thing. Like, what the fuck is going on? How do you think this is gonna end well? But it wasn't about ending well. It was about just ending thick and the warm. You know, that's all they wanted.
Wild. I love that. Love that.
Was Hit My Ride on TV?
Then he just
Hit My Ride was 100% MTV.
He said thick in the warm, which I don't think I've heard before, but
Oh, really? That's a Big Mouth reference.
Thick
Have you
in
watched
the
Big Mouth?
Warm. No, I didn't watch
Dude,
Big Mouth.
Big Mouth, like
I was always turned off by the art style. Whenever
I hear
see
you.
it pop
I
up.
understand. It's very distinctive. Big Mouth is like legitimately side-splitting funny to me. Like at least once an episode, I lose my shit and I'm wheeze laughing at something they do. And it's that thing where it's built obviously around, you know, like binging, but it's also built around you like actually like being with it for as it goes. So like there's so many callbacks and character things weaved together, like to the point of like, you know, like it's what the first thing I said when Rexplode popped up in Invincible. It's like I looked at Jen, I'm like, oh, it's the pillow fucker. And it was like,
Yes,
oh,
he
it
is.
is the pillow fucker from Big
Yep.
Mouth. You know what I mean? Big Mouth's amazing. I cannot recommend it enough. And it's
also
one of those.
it gets awards a lot, I think, right? Like I see it pop up.
Well, it's like,
it's year end stuff.
Everything we're talking about right now, of like, you know, when you're a kid and you just want to like jerk off, you know what I mean? Like you have all these urges and stuff. Like they just do it in such a. It's not meant to be like a sexy show. It's meant to be like how weird it was to be a kid. You know what I mean? And the way like you're going through all this, and the way it makes you act like a moron to your friends, and the way you act around the other sex, and like the mood swings you have with your parents and shit. Like it was great. And honestly, like it's gonna sound probably stupid as hell, but it is. I feel to an extent educational, because the way they nail like what it was like to be a preteen teen boy or whatever. Like I'm watching it with Jen, and they're going through like, you know, the one girl having her period for the first time or whatever, and also being horny and stuff like that. And it's fun to see that side of it, and Jen be like, oh yeah, they're nailing this too. Like, you know what I mean? Of like understanding what that, and like obviously in a very comedic, outlandish, like you have a hormone monster and the ghost of Duke Ellington living upstairs.
Love that.
Like it's ridiculous, but it's like it has so much heart to it.
Pen 15 is very similar to that. I don't know if you guys watched it or heard
No,
of it.
Joey, I think, talked about it. Maybe it was Kevin. Somebody talked about it.
It has the exact same kind of thing where
hilarious.
It takes place in middle school.
But
the two main actresses are grown adults who act alongside middle school actors.
Oh, that's great.
And it captures all the awkwardness and uncomfortability
What is that on?
of middle school. It's on Hulu.
Gotcha. I'm going through changes. Blessing, are you liking being on In Review?
I am. It's been fun talking about stuff on content that's not video games.
Sure.
And it's also been fun like watching through a thing and like getting to kind of have that recap of it, because for on the video game side, like now we have the book club on PS I Love You, which is a way for us to all play games together and have a common thing to talk about and break down and kind of dissect.
Sure.
But for most of the time, video games are just so long, and like half the time, you know, we won't even play through a whole video game because there's always something new to move on to. Like I'm surprised that I'm about to beat Outriders because it's like 30 hours, and normally a game like this I'd be like, cool, had fun with it for 15 hours and I bounce off. But for In Review, getting to actually like watch full movies in the span of an hour or two and then come together and talk about them, it's just a really fun thing. And so I've been enjoying it a lot. And also it's nice to be on content with Nick and Andy more.
Yeah.
And
well, I'm glad you and Nick patched it up, you know.
Yeah, you know, because we did have beef for the longest time.
He was fucking pissed. He wouldn't let you on anything.
Yeah, it was wild, but
what a weird thing for you and Mike, huh? You get hired during this pandemic. You don't get to bond with anyone you're not on camera with. You know,
yeah, it's been nice though. Like lately, I've been playing a lot of Warzone with Nick.
Yeah,
that started like a few months ago when we played pretty regularly, and like it hit me. I was like, man, I barely hang out with Nick. I forgot he's like a cool dude. I haven't listened to like kind of funny podcasts in a while also, and so it was that thing of like, oh yeah, Nick Scarpino exists and he's fun.
We crossed the 45-minute mark. We're gonna be on for an additional. Well, I guess. Wow, time goes. No, wait, 208. We got 30 some odd minutes left, something like that. 33. I don't know. Time is weird. 38, 35, 37. That's it. 37 minutes left on the screen.
38, 35, 37. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you? If you wanna go and take a ride with me.
I've been listening to a lot of 2000s R&B / pop playlists.
This one was the best, man.
Yeah. Also been listening a lot to the Space Jam soundtrack, which is like surprisingly even better than I remember it. Because I used to have
tweet about it.
I used to have the CD as a kid, and I used to play that all the time because Space Jam was my favorite movie as a child. And so, like, I would just go through and listen to, like, all the different songs from it, including Buggin', which was basically the song where Bugs Bunny had a rap written by Jay-Z. And going back and listening to it, I'm like, yo, this is pretty much, like, my entire my entire perception of the 90s. Like, it is all pretty much the Space Jam soundtrack when I listen through it.
And they're just dropping captains here, huh? All right.
Yeah, they are.
Shit. Get the hell. Good.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
This is a battle.
Oh shit!
This
I was
is
I
one of
fucking
those
didn't
where
realize-
everybody's locked in the
Sorry,
zone.
I was looking
It's
at Twitter.
dead
I didn't realize you
quiet.
actually revived me. Falcon and the Winter Soldier just tweeted out the long version of Zemo's dance
Oh,
sequence.
let's fucking go.
There you go, Bless. Don't be afraid to run away.
Yeah, I wasn't fast enough.
Run to hell.
Oh, were we all down? Shit.
Got that old invisible me bug.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm just first person in my screen, but there's no body.
I'm like looking up the Zemo dance right now. I'm sorry.
Here, I'm gonna quit out. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna quit out and then I'll come back on you.
I'd say let's bring it up on stream, but I imagine that it'll probably get us
Woo!
claimed.
It's
I'm
got
back,
some
baby.
weird
Yeah.
noise to it. It's not like I mean, it might be a real song, probably a real song, but it's not like
But
a
the-
memorable.
It's like 30 seconds
I feel
long.
like the visuals on that might be problematic.
Whew.
The visuals on the dancing clip?
Yeah, like some sort of computer will figure out that that's fine.
Oh, I see.
I love hearing the pug's bark.
Oh, yeah. They're just saying, yo, something's going on outside. It's just like
What, he
right
hasn't
at the
barked in
moment,
so
too.
long?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. He just got that tongue out, though. He just gives
Oh,
you
yeah.
the look. Y'all let me know when you're ready to battle.
We can wait for Greg to get back in here.
Yeah, I'm relogging in right now.
I can't show off this, of course. Want to give a big thank you to Team Xbox for sending me this. They did send me the B&O headphones alongside Paris and Gary. I have not opened them. It's been a very busy week. They arrived yesterday at about 1 p.m. So I have not been able to open up mine, but throughout the weekend, I'll be able to test them out and give you my impressions tomorrow. Paris, fortunately enough, has opened up his, so he will give you his early on impressions later today on the Kind of Funny Xcast. And you can actually watch live on patreon.com/kindoffunnygames if you're supporting over at that tier. Write in a question, come hang out with us as we talk all things Xbox. And as you know, been a lot of news over on the Xbox side. There's going to be plenty to talk about, a whole lot of fun to be had. And then I'm going to also ask Paris what his GTA 5 role-playing character would be, because you know what? Gary Witt is lost in Los Santos. And so we've all had to come up with our own characters so we can have a conversation with Gary, because the only thing Gary has played or seen in the past month is Grand Theft Auto. That's all he knows. That's all he's done.
You say the word, we'll fire him.
We'll drop him. It's right.
If you need a third host, like if this Hideo Kojima thing is true, then say hello to me, because
Blessing,
I'll be
don't do
over
this
there.
to me.
I'll find my way on to Xcast.
Okay, is everybody locked in and ready?
Locked and loaded.
Yes.
Let's do it, y'all. Let's
go.
beat this.
God, I actually could have been in my menus this whole time. See, let me just do a quick glance.
No. Time for that now. Come on now.
Get out of the menus, bless.
Thank you to Borzen Double O. Borzen Double O, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs right there. Pushing that bar. We're so close to filling up our daily achievement bar, adding one more onto our monthly goals for the month of April. But most importantly, add another 15 minutes onto the stream. We're about to hit that full hour marker. And we've had some fun, especially this week. We've gotten to play a whole lot of games. We saw Greg play the Luna in a sponsored stream with Amazon Luna. Myself, Greg, and Andy got to play Outriders with the sponsored stream in NVIDIA. On Tuesday, we brought the heat. I mean, we went wild on stick fight and mini golf, y'all. It was a good time. Remember, if you missed any of those streams and you're saying, man, I want to see Tim and the Jabroni Boys scream and shout and let it all out, well, you can catch all of our VODs on youtube.com/kindoffunnyplays. Yeah, that's our third YouTube channel. If you don't know about that, go over there, subscribe, give it a like, share it out with your friends. But it's a great place to find all of the VODs from our Twitch streams each and every weekday. And on top of that, Party Mode is back. Episode 2 of the Kind of Funny Party Mode Mario Edition is now live. youtube.com/kindoffunnygames if you want to go watch Roger's edit of Party Mode. And tell you what, it's been a good time. It's been a whole lot of fun. Make sure to go check that out, y'all.
Oh, Jesus, God, it's getting bad.
This is mayhem. There we go.
Yeah, there's so much going on right now.
We're gonna have to be tactical. We're gonna have to work together here, y'all. Is there a way for us to fall back? Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm way back here.
Yeah, I'm safe. I'm
frozen solid, but I'm back here.
There you go, Greg. Let's get these guys. Let's work our magic here. Work that Twixter slowdown. Love that.
Okay, that's as far as we can go.
Oh, they got portals.
Squeezing me.
I'm down. I might just use my revive.
I'm coming. I'm coming.
Here Mike comes.
I'm gonna let them run back towards you guys, then I'm gonna revive myself here.
I got health. I'm gonna drop.
Shoot this guy on the left first with the low health. Let's take him out.
We got shots on both sides of us.
Yep. Eliminate this guy, and then we'll go for the other guys. It looks like he healed somehow. That's incredible.
God
Didn't
damn,
know they could
I'm down
heal.
again. I'm in the middle of enemies, so I'm just gonna revive myself.
Use it up. Come to you guys.
I'm down.
Oh, but you're
And
still
I
running
got
around.
Suck through a fucking portal.
Oh, never mind.
We got 3 seconds to get up in front before we get kicked. There we go. All right, there's one. Good job. Good job. Guy on the right by me is low health. Let's get him next. Watch out for those freeze blades.
Fuck.
You're good. You're Gucci.
Thank you.
Just fine. No problem. These guys are really strong.
Who is right fucking behind us on top of it?
Soggy Goldfish, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub for 1 full year. Shout out to Soggy Goldfish right there. Jim Flash for the tier 1 sub for 29 months. Let's go, homie JM Flash. Damn, that guy healed right in front of me. That sucks. There we go. We're going to take another one out right now. Good job. Okay, one more is going down. Good job, Bless.
There we go.
Great job, you guys. All right, let's just triple team this dude now. Oh, absolutely dominated. Great job, team.
Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff.
Give him the heat, bro. Then we go back out here and we just kill these little guys. They're nothing to us. Not after what we just did.
To us.
PB Pajamas, thank you for the Prime Gaming sub for 4 months. And Stop Drop 34 for the tier 1 sub for 12 months. No, thank you for everything. Thank you to all the best friends for the support and all of the fun that we've shared. Thank you, Stop Drop. Thank you, PB Pajamas.
Bananas in pajamas are coming down the stairs.
PB Pajamas is a great name. You know?
Great name.
Don't think about it too hard, because it gets gross real quick.
Oh, okay. I guess I've never thought about it really hard. Okay, interesting. I won't think about
just
that.
Think about it like what it would feel like. Like, what are you wearing?
Peanut butter pajamas.
Pajama
Sticky.
pants made out of peanut butter? Like those, they're not gonna stay on.
They're not gonna stay on. He says those aren't gonna stay on.
Your are gonna give you a lot of attention though, at least for a little while. Which is also gross.
We're killing it, y'all. Good job.
Kevin, you ever thought about letting Cecil go?
What does that mean?
Just let him go.
Just let him run wild.
Opening the
in the
door
streets
and
of
being
San
like,
Francisco.
"Go on." No.
Yeah, I mean, I thought maybe you're at the dog park and you just take off the collar and you walk away.
No, it's so cruel. You know the fucked
Be
up thing
free.
is that sort of thing. Like I was just I'm on a San Francisco Husky meetup group thing. And
Sure.
somebody just posted where they were like, yeah, somebody walked by and saw dogs hanging outside. They thought they were their neighbors, so they brought them in. And no, somebody just had deserted them. And now there's 2 dogs that they're like, well, I already have a husky. Can't have 3 huskies.
Kevin,
It's
you
fucked- people
could
do
though.
fucked up
You
things.
could, Kevin.
I
true,
definitely
Kevin, you
don't
could.
want to.
Of
I don't
all
want
people,
to.
you and Paula could. You and Paula could for sure.
No.
Ask the bear right now. Just say, hey, would you be interested in 2 more huskies, Paula?
Yeah,
Bear?
tell him,
See
hey,
what
Greg
she
just
says.
found 2 huskies at the beach. Do you want?
No.
You want
no.
2? You want 2
No.
huskies?
But it's just awful. Like also like people do that at dog
There's
parks.
some jabronis out there, Kevin. There's some jabronis out there.
I met someone at the dog park that had a really, really cute dog. I was like, oh, how old is it? And she was like, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 months. My friend found it in parking lot. It's like, Jesus. No chips or anything.
Sure. No dip either.
No dip.
Yeah, no dip. No dip.
You know, no chips, no dip. Yeah.
No, we got it. Yeah, very
Yeah,
funny.
we got it.
Busting.
I liked it. I liked it.
Busting's gonna be doing a beat later with Michael Haim and just start giggling. And they're like, what? No chips, no dip. And get it.
What do you mean
Doing a beat?
Like a pop?
You may know, he
Doing the
makes the
beat.
beats.
They're doing the beat.
You know, you do those streams where you make the music and stuff.
I thought you thought that was like a word for drugs.
Doing a beat. Just
Do you and
doing-
Michael do a lot of drugs?
Doing a doobie.
Oh man,
Yeah, but
I cannot legally answer that
they
question,
smoke a
you know?
bip every once in a while, right?
No, I don't do drugs.
A little bip, a little baseball bat.
What to do, you know?
What it
Is
do?
it a dab? Is that the word I'm looking for? Is it a
Oh,
dab?
That's when
you
you're chewing.
taking
That's when you're
dabs? Are you
chewing.
taking dabs?
You do a
Little
dab
chew.
of marijuana? Is that correct?
No acid.
Yeah, yeah. Dab of acid. That's a tab.
Oh, sorry,
It's a
my
tab
apologies. My
of
apologies.
acid.
It's
Yeah,
been a while
tab.
since I ordered acid.
Because they rip off a piece of paper. They rip off a little
Yeah.
tab, and they give that to you with the drugs. Bunch of squares, says Joey.
No doubt, Joey. No doubt.
I just picked up some sandals.
Oh. When you think of sandals, do you think of Jesus?
Honestly, yeah, like I think of 2 people. I think of Jesus, and I also think of Samurai Jack.
Path to
Sure.
the obelisk is clear.
Okay.
And I are just right behind you, Outrider.
Shouldn't you be waiting in the camp for my signal?
Sorry, August slipped out. I couldn't.
You all have to see this.
I mean, do they though? Do they need to see this?
One
They've
of my
been
favorite
weighing me
stories from the
down.
Bible is when Jesus was like, "I'm gonna wash people's feet and use my hair to like wash them," as like a show. of humility.
hair being part of it.
I thought his hair was a part of it.
It's possible
Chat, correct me if I'm wrong.
It might be possible I wasn't taught that version.
Yeah,
Yeah, I also don't remember the hair, but
I just always appreciate like the servant's
Sure.
attitude.
Did you ever do it? Did you ever wash somebody's feet?
No, never. I'll never do such a thing.
If I'm lying, I'm dying. They made us do it in Catholic school. When, like,
Wait,
when they
really?
taught this lesson,
No.
we all washed each other's
Get
fucking
out.
feet. Like
No.
a little
Get
bit of
out.
cult. when you
Get
think about
out.
it.
No.
Yeah. Oh
Get
yeah.
out of town, Greg Miller.
Not if I'm lying, I'm dying, man.
If he's
Did you
lying,
use
he's
your hair?
dying.
No, I didn't use my. Like I said, maybe that's why they didn't teach us. They didn't want all these kids rubbing their heads on their feet.
Oh, it was the woman who washed Jesus' feet with her hair. But then I think Jesus was then like, "Stop! I'm gonna wash your feet." Was that the story?
you think
Something like
Alex-
that.
You think she was Alex Fight? Like she's like, dude, I got a trick when I wash people's feet. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. He ain't never got his feet washed like this before.
People are saying it was Mary. Really?
Was it?
No,
no,
that's
Mary
his
Magdalene?
mom.
Not Mary.
No,
Mary.
It was not. It was not Mary, his mom. It was a different Mary, right?
But it
She was like 90 years old. She ain't washing nobody's feet.
Yeah.
I don't think she was that old. She was
No
very
way,
young
my
when
mother's
she
going.
had
No way, my mother's washing my feet with that much effort.
Magdalene, yeah. But like then
Okay.
afterwards, there's that like a page later they talk about prostitutes, right? And that's why everyone thinks that Mary Magdalene's a prostitute.
Yeah.
It's like, is
Something
it
like that,
referring to the same person or not? There's some.
I don't know if you're aware of it, Kevin. It's something we've worked out in current times, but for a long time in history, men had a real problem with women, and so they were like really mean to them all the time and like talk shit all the time. Oh wait, still a huge problem. Fuck. Did you ever read The Gospel According to Biff? Anybody read that?
No.
That was a fun book for somebody who went to Catholic school and grew up or whatever. It's the story of Jesus through the eyes of his childhood best friend, Biff.
Oh.
It's just it's like it tries to fill in the gap too of like how he jumps from being a kid to 33 or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Greg,
it's like
you unlocked like a deep down memory for me, where
Okay.
I'm like 75% sure that the pastor of our church, one of the churches that I went to growing up,
Sure.
did that exact thing where they washed somebody's feet like on stage,
Sure.
He was washing people's feet.
as a sermon illustration.
Yeah,
Like
of course. Like
75%
I'm not
that was
above above you guys either. Yeah.
Yeah.
That got really scary there for a minute. Bless, like you did.
Wait, where do you think I was going?
No, we're good. No, we're good. The
Oh,
candor in
God.
which you were telling that story, I was like, uh-oh.
You've unlocked a memory. Usually, that's not going well.
When somebody's telling a story about a thing that a pastor did years ago, yeah, I get it.
I cannot get this guy's got my number. Anywhere I go, he's burning the ground. I don't like you. Go away.
Ah, god damn.
God, what is up with this burning ground shit?
Yeah, that's fucked me up too.
It's just
These
everywhere.
dogs
Like,
are
it's not
tough
even.
enemies.
Ugh, and I'm frozen. Fuck.
No. I am down.
Me too.
10-4.
Mike, you gotta stay alive.
Got it.
Mike, a nation turns its lonely eyes to you.
Thank you, Mike. If I can. There we go.
But a nation never turns its eyes to me. You know what I mean? Like, that seems like a bad place to be.
I forgot that I tweeted about ET sucking, right? And so this kid, Patman, tweets at me 33 seconds ago. No lie, when I was a kid, I stopped drinking milk because of ET. When they found him in the ditch, he was all milky white, and I haven't drank milk since, unless it's at the bottom of a cereal bowl. Man, kids are so weird, the shit we get hung up on.
I'm down again, by the way.
I know, and the ground's just fucking lava as soon like the.
I'm dead this time.
I know.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Ooh, Mikey, I'm coming. Mike, get up, be fast, get up fast.
I'll get blessing. Oh, so
man.
close,
You
boys.
were up for 1 second.
Might have been the acid tabs.
Who's doing these ass tabs? We gotta fucking calm down. You know what I mean? Ah,
Might be
shit,
the
I'm invisible
tabs.
again.
Changed up my mind.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at Greg being invisible.
He's not even on the screen.
Yeah.
Sometimes it clicks
all I
on.
see is a health bar.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a second. I'll give it a second, see, before I quit. I'll come back.
So how far am I from the ending? Do you guys think?
You're not that far. If we could just get through this, we'd be sitting pretty.
God,
Well, what time we stop? At 2 o'clock, actually?
2:11, right, Kevin? If we go
Yeah,
for the
okay.
full hour. Kevin,
Right now we're
correct
just
me
at
if I'm wrong.
45, right?
30 more minutes according to this, if we go for the full hour.
If we can push that bar up, we'll have 30 more minutes to hang out with the best friends, talk about weird stuff on an easy, calm Thursday. If not, we got 15 minutes to be great.
I'm quitting out. I'm coming back. Scream and shout and let it all out.
Frankie, no anime Thursday this week. Me and Bless had a busy week, so we're pushing back Code Geass. We did talk a little bit about My Hero with Barrett when it came in here. My Hero Season 5, Episode 2, y'all. Out now.
Wait, Mike, are you fighting right now?
Uh-huh. Oh, hell yeah,
shit.
Blessing. I'm in it, dude.
I
I'm
thought we
in
were
it,
waiting
bro.
for Greg. I'm like in my menu.
Oh,
like,
no,
just
forget
mailing
that
shit.
jabroni. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll get in here when I'm ready. I'm dominating people. That's just how I play these games, right? Bless, we talked about it. I know Greg's heard this before, but it's just like when I play Diablo or other games like this, I literally just shut my mind off and we just go until the final level. Then I finally start like opening up menus and all that jazz. Until then, I could care less what I'm using as long as I'm killing something.
Big Mike don't care.
Yeah, no, I'm here to kill. That's all I'm here for.
Mr.
Dominate.
Zircon was born to kill.
I'm so excited for Rift Apart.
Hell yeah.
What's that? Rift Apart. What's that? Oh, okay.
Next Ratchet.
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Nice. Yep. Guess I've never heard anybody refer to it yet as Rift Apart until now. That was dope. I like that.
Mainly because we just got done playing the 2016 one.
Did you watch the movie as well?
No, no.
Movie's fun. Movie's a good time.
Is it?
I like the movie, y'all.
You're the first person I've ever heard say anything
Yeah,
positive.
I've never
about
heard anybody say
Yeah,
that
bro.
before.
Yeah, I like the movie, man. Good time. Good time. Cute little wallaby thing. You know what I mean? It's fun.
Wallaby thing.
Little wallaby.
Oh, please let me live.
Any Diablo 2 Resurrected coverage this week? I mean, if I can get in, I will gladly talk all about it because I can't wait for that game. That is my childhood, and all I want to do is play it. But I had to sign up for the alpha, and we'll see if I get in. Be awesome if we do.
When they ran the tech test on the mobile game, did you play that?
No. Do you remember that? Y'all got phones, don't you? And it's like,
It was
what?
Android. I didn't play.
Actually, I have a phone because I'm playing xCloud games on it, so I'm into those now. No, never played the phone one. Diablo Immortals, right, is what they called that one?
Yeah. I heard good things about it.
Remember how they just shut down Gears Pop? That was too bad.
Yeah. Somebody
Shout out
wrote in
to
about
Gears
that,
Pop.
and you're wrong. And I forget who I was. It might have been Tim. No, it was Andy. Andy was, when I read out that Gears Pop had been getting shut down, he was like, I couldn't tell you that even came out. Honestly.
Did you know who made that? We looked it up last night. Mediatonic, bro. The people who
really?
made Fall Guys made that. That's the same attitude I had. I said, hold up, wait a minute.
That's crazy. I had no idea.
Good job, y'all. Crush that. Well, why would they come here?
I hope you guys are ready for a tearjerker here.
Oh, this guy's gonna die. We struggle with these guys. He's not gonna do it by himself.
Oh no.
Oh, August, help him.
Swear to God, if August turns into the Jakob, I'm gonna be so mad.
It was me. He takes off a mask. It was me, Jakob all along.
August doesn't seem to care.
Oh no. August. What?
It's called being a day one blessed. When the apocalypse happens, that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Just sacrifice your body. I don't want to be here anymore.
Kevin,
Kevin,
can't
you're
hear you
breaking
saying.
up. You're going down. You're in the Bermuda Triangle.
Going down, Kevin.
You can't hear me?
No,
Your
not
voice
at
is
all.
all. It sounds like it sounds like I'm listening to the, the orange box, flight box, black box, down 747.
Orange box, black box.
Orange box.
It should turn into.
What?
No! No!
It's me, Tiago. You know me. Please, August. I'm your friend.
Still can't hear you, Kevin.
Yes, not friends.
I believe he's saying not France. He's not an Air France flight. We are trying to find a transponder box, sir. We will get FAA to you as soon as possible.
See, I heard it's also affecting Fran. That's what I thought Kevin said.
No, he
I
said
was like,
not
oh
Fran.
no,
He
not
said
Fran.
Not friends. Not friends.
There, he's back now.
This
Yeah,
is
there's-
bananas.
I
missed
told
out
you,
on
right?
so much from skipping the cutscenes.
August.
I didn't even know there was an alien on the crew. Now I know the alien was insane.
No, she stabbed herself with the power to then go crazy and stop and save him.
But why? Why would
But
she
then
do
she
that?
Here you go. Look, it's happening right now. What the hell happened to August? August people weren't wiped out by savages.
August.
They became
They
savages.
were the savages.
They became savages. Why would they do that?
Tiago, man.
Tiago met this alien like 2 days ago. Now they're
He
best friends.
fell
Like,
in
get
love
out of
with
here,
her.
Tiago.
Or it. It's teeth butthole.
Oh, no.
No, no. Oh, I got a trophy.
We got an achievement.
So yeah, Mike, you joined me right after this mission.
Yeah, correct. That's right, Greg. Because I didn't do that mission at all.
The cancer remains.
And so if we
So now I'm like, I'm picking up all the pieces that I missed, which is great.
If people
This is
gave,
awesome.
did people do the tips or whatever? Can we keep? What's going on? We have 15 minutes. We got 20 minutes. We got 30.
We
We
have
got 40.
8
We got
minutes
50.
left. We have 8 minutes
8
left.
minutes,
Then
you
We
ain't
have
getting
8
to
minutes
see
left,
much.
or we can beat it in 23 minutes, or we can go for another 23 minutes, y'all.
Ah, it doesn't look
Only
good.
that he and his men stayed here for some time, being and experimenting on the obelisk, trying to understand its powers while repelling non-stop attacks. But when he learned,
I'll sweeten the pot if you guys get us there,
finally retreated.
so that we go and try to beat this game with 23 minutes. I'll tweet at LeBron James.
What are
You'll
you gonna
tweet
say?
at LeBron? What are you going to say?
Whatever I want.
Okay,
Oh,
deal.
wow.
Whatever you want,
What
deal.
do you want to say to LeBron James? Why do you do this? Why do you have to be this way?
I'm just saying, people love, incentives. I'm giving them one right there. Me tweeting hi to LeBron James, probably pretty good.
It's pretty good to me. Pretty good. I like that. I like that. I do like that. Well, guess what? Mean Gar answered the call along with Atreyu 73,
Oh,
along
shit.
with Tots call going out there. SBB Phenom
Oh, damn it,
says,
they
guess
did it.
what, Greg Miller? We're filling up the bar. We're going onward. We're going to beat this video game, y'all. We're beating this video game.
We're doing it. Come on, we're going
Come
to
on,
camp. We got
y'all.
to sacrifice.
We got to sacrifice our bodies right now. Everybody go
So
to
wait,
camp.
do we do it or not do it?
Oh,
it's
yeah, we did
happening.
it. We did it. Tweet
You
at
can-
him.
you
Say,
can now tweet at LeBron
tell him that you're
James.
taking a young Blessing Jr. to the end of Outriders right now. You're going to beat the video game with them.
Realistically, do you within the 23 minutes we got left,
No,
we
it's
can
not
get there?
possible. It's not possible.
100%. If we talk to these people and we don't look at menus, yeah. We
Alright,
just
let's
keep
go.
going.
I'm ready for it.
Wait, is it really? Or are you just saying that to give Blessing motivation?
I think we're there. I think we're there.
I feel like I need
Because
a
that seemed like that
confirmation
cutscene
from
seemed like the penultimate cutscene of like shit just happened. Now it's time to wrap this thing up.
Oh no, you got a lot to shoot still. You got a lot to
No?
shoot.
Okay.
Greg. I thought so.
Kevin, I
I'm gonna put a
tweeted if you want. If you can bring up my tweet for everybody to see, Kevin.
I don't think that I should. You know? I can tell by the way you're laughing at your own tweet that like you're really proud.
They did something, baby. Did something.
Hold on, I got it coming. Hold on. Game over, Greg. Nope. There it is, Greg Miller. Click on it.
All I wanna do is have some fun.
There it is.
Where's the tweet? I don't see the tweet. You sure you hit
I'm
send?
I'm not the
I
only
tweeted at
one.
LeBron James.
All I wanna do.
So you have to go to
is
my
have
direct
some
mentions or
fun.
whatever.
Game Jumper X, thank you for gifting out a tier 1 sub. Thank you to Atreyu for gifting out 5 tier 1 subs. Trots Call, thank you for giving out 10 tier 1 subs. SSB Phenom with the 5 gifted subs. And BJ Bernardo gifting out a tier 1 sub. Thank you all so much for the love and the support. Let's see what it says. King James.
Jeez.
I'm faster than Andy Cortez in the United States. I
him.
appreciate that. I mean,
Got
it's
him.
true. It's true. It's true.
Just beyond this ridge.
Stay on the lookout. You see any movement?
Smitty Bad Call, thank you for gifting out a tier 1 sub as well. What up, Smitty?
You know what, Mike?
Tell me.
We forgot an entire area here.
We might have forgotten a whole entire
He's not
village
beating this
areas,
shit.
right?
No.
No?
We lied to the
Damn.
kids and we lied to him.
I mean, you know, I'm free.
We
until
gotta go. You go
XCast.
through
We can
all
just
this.
keep
You
going
open
hard.
some doors, blessed, and you see something, and they're like, "We gotta go there,"
I'm gonna clear the way.
and then you go there.
Oh goddamn. Okay.
I mean, if you want, I can call up Paris Lily right now. We can just do the XCast live from Outriders if you want. Like, don't worry about it. We
Don't
can just
tempt
do
me
it
with a
right.
good time,
we,
you
can,
know?
we can do it
That's- I
live
mean,
right
honestly, that
now.
sounds
You know
like
what
a
I
great
mean? you 3
I'll
can
talk,
play.
I'll talk
I
about
can-
Hideo
I'll
Kojima.
host
Why
it.
Xbox fans should be excited about this possible partnership.
Blessing.
got
Why
you,
should
man.
we? You know what, Blessing? My friend Washburn said one thing that I started laughing at. He goes, "If they sign this deal, I want Phil Spencer to look at that man and tell him, make the weirdest shit you can think of. Go and just don't
Oh my
even
God.
look back.
I don't know how you get weirder than Death Stranding.
Just weird shit, bro.
Because Death Stranding is already the weirdest shit I've ever played.
Didn't believe the packs were peaceful. When their tech started getting fried, he suspected the packs were trying to sabotage him.
I saw somebody, it might have been Paris Lily, who was like, "Hey man, if you're gonna go that far to partner up with Kojima, hit up Konami and try to acquire some of those IPs."
They're
The,
just
uh,
stealing things we've said on our
No,
show.
no,
Blessing,
no.
and acting like they're new.
That's what
Yeah.
Paris said weeks ago. Paris said that.
I've been
weeks
saying it for
ago.
longer than that.
No
Paris said
way.
I'm a con artist.
Paris
I just
said
said
that
it. You all
back
You know
on
thought
how
I was
Outcast
you know how
saying it.
long the
episode
rumors been going of
22.
Silent Hill and PlayStation possibly acquiring or working with the Silent Hill
Holy
IP.
shit, where am I?
We brought Paris Lily in for original ideas. He's just recycling old Greg Miller content. He's like Carlos Mencia. All right, I don't need this. He's the Carlos Mencia now of video games. All right.
God, remember Carlos Mencia?
Honest to God, I don't. I can't even picture his face. I continue to think of George Lopez in that story Kevin
Well,
told
there's
us.
a reason for
where
that.
they thought
Because
they
he
would go
stole
and
his
then it was
fucking jokes.
George Lopez. What? Does that guy even look like that, Carlos? Kevin, can I get a photo of Carlos Mencia up there on the screen? I need to take.
On
I
it,
need to
boss
take a
man.
look. Thank you. I need to take a look. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Watch telling me it's time to stand up. I'll stand up when I fucking want to.
Do you think LeBron James will tweet back at you and say, "Prove it"?
No, he's a coward. He's probably on Andy's side.
Oh, I actually don't remember this, Jabroni. Oh, now I do. Now I do. Now I kind of remember. Okay, yeah, I kind of remember that.
Does he still do anything?
Does he have a Netflix deal?
Like, what does he do for income? Is he just
Carlos
doing
Mencia?
like, yeah?
I'm sure he still performs stand up, but probably not at the level he was when he was on
Sure.
Comedy Central and shit.
Now
Love
you
that
know.
chain skill or chain mod. Whoever's got that on, big fan. Oh, nobody wants to take credit
I guess
for?
I
Okay.
guess
Keep your
I do,
secrets.
but I
Keep
honestly-
Keep your secrets, everybody.
honest to God, I have not looked at my guns or any ideas since the jump.
Next
so I
time you
don't know
shoot
what I
people, see
do.
if they get wrapped up in chains.
Yeah, he's got a chain going around him right now.
Dope.
This gun.
Yeah, that's not me. I think that's
What
mine.
is that? What's the chain?
It does damage while it's around him, and you know, just looks cool.
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable. She's alive, damn it. It's a
Remember when Kimmy Schmidt took over the world for about a season and a half?
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Females
That show
are
was
strong as
That show was
hell.
terrible.
No, that show was fun,
That was
dude.
terrible, Kevin.
Terrible,
That show was
terrible.
fun,
Oh my
dude.
God, it was bad.
It was like 30 Rock again. We all enjoyed it.
No, God, I hate you. Like,
It's true.
you just say things. You don't think about it. There's no consequences.
I want you to know it's
Say it.
true.
It's not. It's not. 30 Rock's an
consequence.
awesome show. With
So is Kimmy Schmidt.
Rock.
phenomenal
Congratulations.
characters.
Great
Tracy
proved my
Morgan,
point.
you know, Jordan
I do-
Morgan.
I remember.
Tracy Morgan was great in 30 Rock.
Yep.
Greg, I'm popping achievements left and right. Kill 3,500
Look at my
enemies.
man
Like,
over
what's
here, yeah.
up? What's up, y'all?
You gonna
What
1,000
a
this
weird
bitch?
number. No, hell no. I'm gonna 1,000 Maneater when that DLC comes out, though, because you know I love Maneater. What a great game. You know what? That game didn't get enough love last year in Game of the Year talks. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my God.
Unbelievable.
Get
You know
out
what I mean?
of
Just
here.
like Call of Duty Warzone and Fall Guys. Like, where were those in the conversations, everybody?
Hey, man.
Where the awards at?
Warzone was part of the EE Game of the Year nominees for the BAFTAs, and so
The BAFTAs
there
put
you
it on
go.
there?
For the EE Game of the Year, yeah. Like they
What the fuck's
separate
an EE game?
they separated
The
out
hell's an
from
EE?
it was the panel I was a part of. They separated out from best game, so it's best game and it's Game of the Year. And Warzone was part of the Game of the Year.
It's like that Future Gamer program he won recently. They
I
call
love it.
that.
He says it. You know, I saw. What is EE? Explain what EE stands for.
I believe
Are you
EE, I
telling
believe,
me
is
that
a-
it's on the bottom tier? What's up with this?
No, it's I believe EE is like the partnered company with the BAFTAs, and it's like their sponsored Game of the Year or whatever.
So it was like the McDonald's game of the year. Great, cool.
That sucks,
But like
Blessing.
EE
That
is
was
more,
Game of the
it's
Year
more core.
last year.
It's more, they don't have a Game of the Year category, so that EE brought the Game of the Year category.
It's the Dolphin Award. Okay, damn it. Call of Duty just getting snubbed right now.
Like I think it's a phone company in the UK. I don't know.
Believe. Oh, it's
We
the
threw
Cricket
7
Wireless
box copies of
Award.
games into this tank with a dolphin, and the one it picked was Call of Duty.
Oh, God bless it. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You should send that idea to Jeff Keighley. See if he'll do that on the next show. Get a
Jeff,
cute ass.
half of the game awards categories are sponsored, right?
Get a cute ass penguin, and whatever the penguin just grabs, that's it. You know what I mean? That's the Game of the Year right there. Whatever the penguin grabs.
We did that at IGN once with Portillo.
Really?
Yeah, between Call
Oh.
of Duty, having picked between Call of Duty and Battlefield. And
That's incredible.
it should have been it's a precursor, obviously, to what life would become. But I had never been more angry with Nick Scarpino afterwards from a editor level, because we did 2 takes of the intro. And I loved the first take and nailed it on the first take, where I ate a dog treat, where I ate a pepperoni, because me and Brian explained, we're putting pepperonis in both cases, and it'll just be whichever one he goes to first is the one that he wins. And they're like, okay, great. And then Nick's like, give me one but shorter. And so we didn't mention the rules, and then Nick used that, and so then there was this whole fucking conspiracy with the 2 fan bases, because he picked Call of Duty, but when he ran up to it, you can clearly see there's a dog treat in it. So everybody was like, Activision paid for this and they didn't declare it was a sponsorship. I'm like, no,
Scarpino.
there are dog treats in both boxes.
Unbelievable.
But once that was out, the story was done. Portillo was never trusted
over,
as a reviewer
bro.
again.
Oh, exactly. We can't do the Portillo Awards ever again. Greg, did E3 ever lift your ban? Like, did they call you and be like, yo, Greg, you're okay now? You're cool now?
Yeah. It was
Okay, that's
it was
great.
when they realized that they fucked up and couldn't get out of it, and they didn't need more bad press. You never heard this?
Good call. No, I don't know if I remember that. I
Fucking-
remember I
I-
was worried about you.
I put out the thing. I emailed them back like, this is ridiculous. What are you talking about? Here's proof of me on the show floor. And then I, of course, tweeted it because this is too hilarious not to, that I've been banned from E3. And then I got on an email chain with the then head of media relations. He's long gone now, and he was like, explain to me what's happening. And so I ran him through everything I had, the proof that I was on the show floor when the show closed. So how could I have given because they were saying that I gave my pass to someone else and they tried to enter with it. And instead, they when they got ID checked, they took it away from that person, thus showing that I had given them a pass and yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, here's what I think happened. I think that another fat guy walked in with a goddamn Twitter and a beard, and you were talked to the very nice elderly women who usually run the booth and know nothing about E3. And he's like, hey, I'm Greg Miller and I don't have my ID, but here's a photo of me. And you're like, okay, yeah, that checks out. And you're verified on Twitter. You look just like the guy. Of course. Here you go. And I think then that person got happened. You took the thing away while I still had my pass and you banned him. And when I laid all this out and sent it to him, they wrote back and it was the most like, listen, you know, we like you, we like you guys, we like your content. We're not here to assign blame. Like, you're unbanned. Don't worry about it yet. I'm like,
Let's get out of this.
Are you kidding me right now?
Like, I don't want to talk about this no more. Right?
And then USA had a huge cleansing and got rid of a gajillion people, and that was one of them.
I will say, Blessing, you know, I went 2019. And I'll tell you what, they could really elevate their badges, Greg, because it was just a piece of paper with the name on it. And so if you don't think that jabronis aren't like, yo, get a piece of paper with somebody's name on it and walk it through the front doors, you're lost. Because
they
that's
got the
what
little
badges
blacklight
were.
like stamp on it, but only gets checked 1 out of 4 times. The ID you only get checked 1 out of 4 times. Like, I definitely think it was a real pass. I think they just walked up and were like, because otherwise you wouldn't. I didn't post any photos of my barcode. Like, you know, people did all the time where they're like, got my pass, and they show the entire thing. I was like, well, if you really wanted to fuck with that, you could. I didn't do any of that shit, and it was like clear that I think somebody just walked in and was like, hello, I'm an overweight white guy. I'm Greg Miller. Can I have a pass?
Hello.
Like, shit checks out. Looks like him.
Hello, my friends. I'm Greg Miller.
Hello, I'm Mr. Burns.
We're getting really good at this game, guys. And positive, I started at 27, now currently 29, almost 30. I'm feeling good about it.
We're about to hit World Tier 9 in a bit.
Woo! Feeling great about this. Once I hit 30, then I can look at my guns and stuff and see what I like to do here.
What it do?
See what's up, what it do.
Remember Jared Petty?
Yeah, I remember him just eating lumps of ham. It's
Yeah,
pretty great.
yeah,
Pretty great
yeah.
stuff.
I miss him. I used to live down the street from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't you did socially distanced cigars or drinks or something one day? I remember.
Yeah, we like did socially distanced whiskey. It was like toward the beginning of quarantine. Or we just sat like 9 feet away from each other or some shit and just drank whiskey and talked. It was a good time.
I was once driving over to my sister's, and I saw him in the street, so I opened the street and I yelled, "Hey, you! Yeah, you! I miss you!" And he looked at me, and he was so befuddled. And it was a combination of, like, someone yelling that at you in the street, but also he was like, "I haven't seen anyone in, like, 4 months." Like, it's
Yeah,
so
it's like,
nice
well, I don't
to
know.
see you.
I've not had human interaction.
Yeah,
And so it's strange to have it out of nowhere.
I miss him. But, like, I hated his show, and I still
Sure.
hate his podcast that he does.
Sure.
So,
Which one?
you know. Oh, the one, like, what I
top
just saw a
100?
tweet. I just saw a tweet. What's the 54th best video game? And it's like, God
Yeah,
damn it, I
yeah.
hate you.
I'm so
I
impressed that
hate
he's
you.
made it that far.
Yeah, but
Also,
it
I was
doesn't- it
Debatable's
doesn't-
biggest fan.
Oh my God.
Thank
no,
you.
weren't. No,
Means a
you
lot to
weren't.
us.
Yeah. Oh, I love
It
I
does
love
not.
Debatable. When-
It does not.
During my
we made that
during my
because
Up
he
and
asked,
Comers
then
week.
he left. Then he left. Then we got stuck with it. Worst show
During my
we've
Up and
ever
Comers
done.
week, that was like my one request. I was like, can we bring back Debatable and have me on an episode?
And we
the
said
answer
no.
was no.
No.
And we said no.
Really said no?
We're like, listen, we're flying you here and putting you up. Isn't that good enough? Can you just fucking throw us a bone? We
Yeah,
hate
like
that.
the whole time. I think the answer was yes until we got to like the week of or whatever, like the week before, and then I forgot. I think that was Joey or somebody who was like, I don't know if they'd be up for it because there's a lot of setup and a lot of work and you had to dig
Yeah,
out
I
the
hated it.
I think
podium and all that
the
stuff.
podium was already outside and rusted. Like we didn't have.
Yeah. I hated that show so much. Because Jared Petty was so bad at having opinions when it comes to movies.
That was the wild card.
Yeah, that's what made it. That's what made it fun. Is like you never knew what was gonna happen.
No, when he's like, I'm sorry, the correct answer for the best 90s comedy is Aladdin. Like, it's not. It's not. It just simply isn't.
Oh, God.
Oh God, I'm fucking cornered.
Oh, they're just dropping the black holes everywhere.
And they're like all shielded.
Did we do this part together, Greg? I don't remember this.
No, that's what I'm saying is like, remember, you didn't play any of this with me. I got to the next thing and I opened the doors, and then I was like, that's the next thing. That's when I went to bed with those kids the night before. I was like, well, not with the kids, but that's, you know what I mean. And that's when I was like, I gotta play this tomorrow. And that's when you showed up and we did the section after this together.
Okay. I'm gonna say, are we at the end of this section, or are we getting close?
No, we're still going. We gotta go.
We're thinking we're in the
This
mid-section
is
here?
what I was talking about. You remember when I was talking about the slavery yards? Like, this is it.
Yes. Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, where's the slavery camp? I thought we were going to the slave camp.
Well,
Isn't
this
that
is
where
the
we
city
were?
that they had all the slaves in.
Oh, okay.
I've not been paying attention to what's been going on.
Exactly.
in the game.
That's
Slaves?
the whole thing.
We
Yeah,
got
that's the
slaves
whole
over
thing,
here?
Bless. Like, that's what I remember when I jumped into Greg's game. He looks at me, he goes, "Oh yeah, the aliens were slaves. This is their slave camp." I was like, "Oh, okay." I have zero context to the story, but all right.
Hey, man, you should have been paying attention to August.
Didn't even know there was an alien, to be honest with you. Dude, I am getting it in the middle of this. Oh. Who's dead over there? I'm
That's
coming,
me.
Bless. I should have just used my move there. Where am I? There you are.
Thank you.
Just the big guys left here, okay. No, Wilden, you got gifted a sub. That's awesome, Wilden. Well, congratulations. You got vaccinated and you got gifted a sub. What a great day. It's all about. That's a combo right there.
Oh,
That's a
yeah.
good combo, my friend. Bless got vaxxed. How's that
Yeah, I
arm
have
feeling,
vaxxed.
kid? How's that arm
Oh man, the
feeling?
arm just gets more and more sore as the day goes somehow.
Impossibly sore.
Yeah.
Now, are you supposed to, like, move it around? Like, I think I saw Amy Gills in the chat was like, yo, drink some water and move it around. Are you supposed to move it around or not move it at all?
Yeah, I don't even know which. I know I'm
Like, are
supposed
you
to drink
supposed to be
water, which
stretching
I've been
it
doing
out?
that a lot.
Okay.
They didn't tell me. They didn't tell me anything about moving it around though.
They didn't say, hey, yo, stretch that out, get loose with it?
No.
They say, yeah, move it. Oh, okay, moving around? Okay, good to know.
moving. Remember that song?
Move it.
Yeah.
That was that was Madagascar.
Madagascar.
I love
Madagascar.
Madagascar.
Big
Great
time
movie, great
Madagascar.
movie, great movie.
Yeah, when that song came on at the end of Madagascar, that definitely shifted the culture. I feel.
And everybody was all about move it, bro.
Mike,
Yes, Kev.
we are at the
Tell me, Kev. Give me
end
that
time.
time.
Yeah, we
We're at the end time? Watch this, Kevin. Yo, what the heck is going on, Kind of Funny Best Friends? Thank you for tuning into another Kind of Funny Games afternoon stream. It's a Thursday, which means we are joined by the future class of video games, the face that tells you it all on what's going on in the video game world, Blessing Adeoye Jr. And we were blessed today with Greg Miller joining us. So it was
Hi.
a ton of fun. We got to play more Outriders. We got to hang out with you, the chat. And thank you to everybody out there with your support. We went for that extra hour. I hope you enjoyed the laid back stream, the kickback stream. And remember, tomorrow's Friday. Tomorrow, we're playing games with you, and I can't wait to hang out and play some Smash Bros with all of you for a portion of the stream. So please download that, update that, and get ready to smash with me and the rest of the crew. Thank you to Kevin for running the ones and twos. Thank you to everybody out there for hanging out with us. That will do it for our Thursday stream. Be good to one another. Play games. See ya.